What up? What up? What's going on, y'all? Oh, come on in. Like the live, share the live, kick back, relax, all that stuff. Comfortable. Get comfortable, even. Well, damn, you popped up on my FYPs. It's been a long time. Yep, sure has been. Haven't been going live. Not that often. I mean, I guess I kind of just got back into it. My content. How are y'all doing? What's the word on the bird? Yup, yup. Everybody winning, man. We all good over here. Are men or women more likely to be diagnosed with? Are men or women? Good question. Let's see what the people say. Let's see what the folks got to say about it, man. The battery life is strong today, man. We good. I'm all charged up. I'm fully charged up. Headphones, everything charged up. iPad charged up. Computer charged up. I'm ready to rock out. That said, women, of course. I might tend to agree with you. What's up, Zero Tolerance? What up, E? I am ready. I'm active. I just drank my coffee. Now I'm feeling like it. It was good. It was good. I like coffee. I like coffee. I do. It's a good thing.
All right.
The hell?
What he gonna talk about today? He gonna be on some bull.
You all right? Rich, older woman.
Oh, he greeting his people right now.
He said, Rich said an older woman. Oh, you go. There you go, J man. You can respond to the prompt, brother.
Who is more trustworthy with finances, men or women?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen bad on both sides.
Hell no.
Okay.
Who you think it is? Public.
This is for y'all, bro. This is for you.
Who you think it is?
This is a thought exercise for you, not me. You guys have to assume when I make prompts, I've done the thought exercise already.
So he's not going to tell us what he thinks, but he wanted to tell us what. Come on.
Yeah, I made the prompt. Like, am I understanding? I don't want to guide you. I don't want to lead you. You make
somebody that says she gonna end up a single mom.
I don't care. I'm not reading the comments.
Man, what?
Are you going to answer the prompt, or what do you want to do? Do you want to go down? Or,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm good with that. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. It's men and women.
Men and women.
Yep. I know a girl who's smart, who's smarter than finances with you, who's smarter than you right now, and I know a man who's smarter than her and what finances.
What? What are you talking about?
Am I tweaking? Did I do he know? Okay.
You're just saying stuff. What do you mean? What is
right, so,
again with me? You don't have to mention me. I know you're obsessed with me, but you don't have to mention me. You don't know what I know. You have no idea what I know about finances, but that's okay. You know somebody that's better than you with finances. and you know a woman that's better than you, and her man is better than you. Okay. Oh man, I might have to restart the live. They already flagged me. I know, Therese. I'm having fun. I might have to restart the live though. It's looking like they already flagged me. Let's see if I win this appeal. If I don't, I'm out. I think they just don't like these prompts. Like period. Like you can't if you say men or women or anything like that. I just asked the question. Oh, you're talking about him? Yeah. I think if you just say men or women, that's what I'm getting from the whole like their new guidelines stuff is like you can't say men or women and they, that conversation is one that they don't want to have.
Nah, bro, it's that money. It's that money sign. It don't matter. It's the money sign in the CA because TikTok already knows that we're putting our cash apps on. So it don't matter if it's PayPal, Cash App. So as soon as they see that money sign, bro, you gonna get a violation every time. Because it happens to me. It happens to me too on every live I start, and I try to do the same thing right here. They get me every time.
But you don't think it has anything to do with the wording of the prompts? Because
no. When I do the same thing and I put the exact same prompts, our prompts be pretty much similar. I don't get flagged in.
Okay, so just remove the dollar sign in the CA. Okay.
The dollar sign and even the CA, bro. Like I had CA, I didn't even have no dollar sign. Like because like to say cash app, they still got me. They still got me. So
bet. Okay, I'm gonna do that then.
That dollar sign.
Bet, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna restart it and I'm gonna delete that, and I'm gonna restart the live right now. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Bet.
Show your partner that you ain't joking, cause this ain't a dance from Mother Goose. Better freak your body and turn it loose, cause when you're on the floor, you don't give a shit. All you wanna do is throw that D, throw that D, throw that D, throw that D.
We're gonna see what they do now. Men can totally be trusted with finances. You believe it, huh? I like that. It's a little wild. What up, Chi Chi? We back. Let's like the live up. It just said like the live. It can attract more people, I guess. This is a real thing. I'm gonna tell y'all. What up, baby girl? I'm gonna tell y'all how yeah, pretty much daily. Pretty much. What up, butterfly? But yeah, I'll wait. I'll tell y'all what happened. How you drop to C3. I don't know, I haven't been live in it. I don't go live that often. Usually what happens when you don't go live. No, you can end the live now. Nah, we gonna hear what they got to say. What up, Lex? We gonna hear. We want to hear what the people have to say, y'all. I wanna hear from my folks. You know what I'm saying? And them other folks. Let's see what they talking about. I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all. I was in the live and they were talking about finances and the way that men like. How can you call in? Go to TikTok. Follow me on TikTok and then you can jump up on the panel. You're a tech homeboy. You see me, I'm on TikTok right now. Go to TikTok, find me and jump on. Hopefully you got a TikTok. If not, then whatever. Don't have time being a hater. Don't have time being a hater. What does that mean? I probably say both really just depends on the person's. No. Nope. Definitely disagree with that. It goes both ways is not really practical, right? There is a group of people that are worse with finances. There are a group of people that are worse with finances in a relationship. There is. Like I don't know what else to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. It's uneducated men or women. I don't even believe that. How do you call in? Just request up. Super easy. Men is more to gamble. Mm-hmm. How do we call in? Request up. Yeah, there you go. Is it me?
Oh shit, my service is terrible.
No, you.
Oh, Mike.
There you go, Mike. All right, cool. I just want
Oh,
to.
shit, my service is terrible. So my bad if I keep cutting in and out.
I hear you just fine right now. You ain't got the bars up.
Oh, okay. Now I see it on my end. It just says I have like what, 1 bar? So I was like, damn.
Nah.
All right. But not too long. But I would say just, and it's just my mindset.
Oh, you are kind of cutting now. There you go. You wasn't lying. You know, went all the way away.
So my bad in advance.
There you go. See, you said it though. At first I couldn't see it. I was like, nah, you look good. You cut out as soon as you start talking. Go ahead, we listening.
Who is that, to Howdy Concrete or the other person?
I was saying it to Mike, but Mike, just come back when you get ready. Like, I mean, I'm just gonna mute you for now.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, just get, you know what I'm saying? You can stay up here. Just come back when you're ready though. Like, jump in when you got better service. Go ahead, Howdy.
What's going on? I'm your tech homeboy on YouTube.
Oh, bet. Okay.
I don't have a TikTok, but my friend always sends me stuff. So whenever I promote for my business, I just use it. So I'm gonna give you a little context. I'm 34-year-old. I'm out in DFW, Dallas, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And I ran across your channel like 4 months ago, and I'm sure like most men, we were taken aback by it initially, because how we've been socialized. But I've been subscribed to you, and I really love what you're doing, man, and I really love the content you're putting out. And I don't like when you go on other people's panels because it gets crazy.
But on YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Okay.
Like you sometimes you be on this one guy, he has like a Caribbean accent, and he has like a fatty, and then he has a partner. I remember you were on there with that white woman. Pearly.
Andrew Wilson, Pearly things, yeah.
Yeah, that was a disaster. That was a disaster. But you have the patience of Job. So I'd be like, man, so anyways, I really like the content you put out. And initially I was taken aback, but I found myself telling my wife about your content and my other woman friends about your content week to week. Cause I'm like, man, this guy's he's really unearthing a lot of things I haven't really considered. So I'm 34-year-old out in Dallas, Texas. And, my wife and I, we're homeowners. And I would agree with you that women are more trustworthy with finances, and they're overall better stewards. I watched this guy. He has a Netflix special, but he's on YouTube. Rami Sethi. He talks about finances.
What's his name?
Ramit Sethi. He's an Indian guy.
Ramit. I think I know what you're talking about, huh?
And a lot of times he talks to couples about their finances. And a common theme you find is that the woman is always more involved and more in control of the household finances versus the man. That's one of the most common themes you find over and over and over again. And this really came to light when one of my best friends got divorced from his wife. And he didn't know anything about the finances. And he was really scrambling and calling me, asking me a lot of different things afterwards. And I told my wife, I was completely shocked that he
What do you
didn't
mean
know,
he didn't know? What do you mean he didn't know anything about the finance?
he didn't know how much the electricity was. He didn't know to pay for the home insurance. He didn't know who to pay for the auto insurance.
Yep.
And I was shocked because he's older than me. I'm 34. He was older than me. And my wife was like, yeah, a lot of dudes are not. And you hear this from women a lot. You hear this from women a lot, but we're socialized to disregard women's opinions, right?
Yeah.
And so it really took some time for me to be like, and living. I got married 3 years ago. I'm only been married 3 years. It took some time and some living for me to see, oh no, you don't know. And you say this a lot. You don't know shit about anybody's relationship. You might think you know about their relationship, but you don't know anything about their relationship. And what I've noticed a common theme is that, the woman, I'll say seven out of 10 times, she is, and I know people the wife doesn't work. Still, this stat remains the same. 7 out of 10 times, they're managing the household finances. They're putting in that mental load, that mental energy to manage the household finances. And overall, they are more trustworthy.
I think I don't even think it matters. I don't even think no, I'm sorry. I think it's even more likely that they're going to be in control of the money if they're stay-at-home women, stay-at-home wives. You know what I'm saying? Because all he wants to do is go to work. So he don't want to pay bills. He don't want to set up this. He don't want to set up, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just want to go to work, come home, kick off his shoes, relax his feet, party on down to the SKB and kick it. So a lot of men get taken care of in that way, no doubt about it. And also, women are less likely to gamble away the money. Women are less likely to women are more likely to spend the money on the household and not on themselves. Things of that nature. And then women are also less likely to financially A-B a man, like financially A-B a man and, try to control him financially. So, yeah, I agree.
No, you're right.
I think that's a part of it. Let me let Elijah and Rich in here real quick. Go ahead, Elijah.
I think you guys are being like very specific about like what the man or what the woman, kind of like stereotypical. And I think that it, because you can have a
wait. I'm sorry. Start over. We're being specific. What are we being specific about?
Yeah, because you can have like a man and a woman that own like a business and, they work together and, they come up with the financial decisions by themselves. But you could also have what you said, a specific situation where stay-at-home mom is they're managing money. And you would expect that from a stay-at-home mom, to be honest, if you were to go into like that kind of life and have a stay-at-home mom. So I think it like really depends on who has the money.
Well, it's not you can say that about literally anything, right? Like it depends is not an answer to the question. It is about the likelihood of, whatever happening, right? Like, so if the question essentially is, who is most likely to take advantage of the finances in a relationship, the man or the woman?
It really does depend.
It doesn't just depend though. Who is more likely as a group? Like if you had to think like, all right, well, let me ask you this. Who in general is more trustworthy?
You're not gonna like it when I say it, but it really depends.
So it depends. Okay.
Elijah,
on the person.
Hold on, wait, Howdy.
Who would you trust around your 10-year-old daughter?
Myself.
If you had a daughter.
Myself
that's
and
not
the person I made my daughter with.
That's not the question, Will. That's not the question.
You can't be around your daughter. You can't be your girl can't be around her. You have two people to choose from: a random man, a random woman.
Okay, I mean you're getting really specific now. So
I know it's an exercise. Yeah, it's a thought exercise.
Okay, a random woman.
A random woman. Okay, and why is that?
Nurturing is more in their.
Yeah. Okay, so you think women are more nurturing? What's a huge part of nurturing?
Caring.
Caring, but also, so I'm gonna answer it for you. A huge part of nurturing is the likelihood, or the, you know, in this case, the unlikelihood that that woman is going to harm your child. Right. So if you that is baked into the nurturing aspect of it. See what I'm saying? That's why you trust a woman more than you trust a man in general. So I just want to start from there. So if you would trust a woman with your most, you know what I'm saying, with the most important thing in your world probably would be your child, right? If you trust a woman with that, okay, cool. Now we talking about money.
Right.
Who is most likely? Who is more trustworthy when it comes to money?
I think I would be, if I had like a wife, I would want to manage my own money and make sure that I'm doing everything.
That's not what I'm asking you. This is not a personal question. See how you're making it personal?
Now that's specific, Elijah.
That's very
now
specific.
You're making it specific.
You asked me what
I'm saying what again? I'm just asking you the same question again. Now, having done that thought exercise, now let's keep it going. Who do you trust more, essentially, to take care of the finances in a relationship?
I would say the man.
Okay. Why? Based on what?
Based on my own personal experience.
No, I'm saying, but based on what though? What makes
like,
you say that?
Based on my father was the one that held the money, made the money, and dealt with the money. Okay, and that's just how it was. And he had I'm not gonna say like a lot of money, but you know, he was well off. And my mom was a stay-at-home mom and like did not deal with the money. But I mean, that's just my own. I can only give you my personal. Like,
no, you can't. No,
what am I gonna do?
specific.
Like, I don't know you, and I don't know.
You definitely don't have to give me your own personal thing. Like, I'm removing my personal opinion from it. I'm removing my own personal experiences from this. Right.
So then, what facts would you use, or what would you, other than like, a woman being more nurturing or caring, or
Well, that's a huge factor, though. That's a huge factor. So money is money is a tool that you can use to help or hurt. Women are more nurturing than men. We just established women are more nurturing. So you got a family. Who is more likely to spend their money on their family? Because women are more nurturing, you would say a woman.
Yes.
That's it. Very important. Very important. Who is more likely to spend their money on their car? A man. Who is more likely to spend their money on a sporting event? A man. Who is more likely to spend their money on Jordans? A man. Who is more likely, you see what I'm saying? Who is more likely to make sure that everybody has all their needs met in the house? A woman.
Who's more likely to take in a sick family member?
Yeah, the list goes on and on and on. So to me, it's easy. Like, and I know, but I don't know. I'm going to go to Rich and then we're going to go to Quan. Go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, like I was saying in the comments, it's sports, like sports betting, stuff like FanDuel. I think like where I'm at, like New Jersey, like the number one spot, like where they bet FanDuel and sports like that. You said, Jordans and shoes and all that. So I think it's more you could trust more of a woman more than of a man.
Mm-hmm.
Like a female, like you gotta think like as like this. As a man, we like to take risks. It's just what niggas like to do, take risks and stuff like that. A female like to preserve stuff, like to hold on stuff. Like you can give a female your money, she's not gonna spend it. She'll probably spend it and feel bad. Like that's mostly what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Bet. Go ahead, Quan. Kwame, sorry.
What's going on, brother? Long time no see.
Bet, what's happening with you?
Man, listen, building everything. But to answer the prompt, I would say, generally speaking, men.
Why is that?
Men make the money. Usually, traditionally speaking, in Americas anyway, is that women are taught they deserve, men are taught they earn. And I know people bring up the statistics about women millionaires, but most of those were from somewhat natural, going home and divorce.
Says what? Says
women
what?
Also.
I'm sorry. I'm confused about the dots you're trying to connect. What does that have to do with anything? And also, that's not a truth. That's not true. But I'm just curious, like, what dot are you trying to connect with that? Well, what is the purpose in bringing up women millionaires in this instance, and then saying that they got their money from divorcing a man, which it again isn't true. But why, and then where?
Most
why, and then,
most women millionaires. There are more female millionaires that got it from divorce than women that made it on their own. That's just true. I mean, but that's not the debate of the topic.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, so I just said. But so also is that women are the biggest consumer. You know
Why is that?
They like to spend.
Is that what are women spending the money on the majority of the time?
I mean, hair care. I mean, what's the biggest right now is like $1 trillion
who buys
hair care. So
who buys? No, that's not true. Who buys the most?
I'm sorry. This is
most like. Hold on, Howdy.
I don't. Okay, first of all, one thing.
Yeah.
Am I able to land my plane? Two, I can only answer one question at one time.
Yeah, I
would gladly be.
Okay.
I will gladly be quiet and let you. You know.
No. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Finish what you're saying.
Go ahead, brother.
Well, I was asking you the question. The question I was asking was, because you are saying, like, you're making a lot of points, and it's okay for us to stop and address the point. You're gonna land the plane, but let's address that point. So the point you're making is women spend more money on hair care than what? Are you saying that women spend most of the money that is in the household on themselves? Is that what you're trying to say?
If you let me finish, I will be able to. That's all I'm saying, bro. So you know what I mean? So you're taking one piece of not letting me finish. So you know what I mean? But whatever. So that's just my thought. I'll just simply say that I will trust the man with the with the money.
But you're not answering that question though. That's a very.
I'm not allowed to finish, brother.
I asked you the question for you to answer it. That's a part of you finishing.
I can't make my point if I continue to be interrupted, but I'm finished, bro. That's it. I just answered
Okay. Now I have a question for you now that you're finished. Can you answer that question? What are women more likely to spend their money on? Most likely to spend their money? Most likely?
That wasn't my point.
But that is the point though.
No, so I don't know what your background is, but in marketing, right, women are targeted by most companies, majority of the companies, right? Whether it's commercials, whether it's signs, whether it's colors, whether it's smells, because women are the biggest consumers. That's just fact. I don't know if you're trying to get likes, followers, pats on the back. But
you're not answering the question, Kwame. You're not answering the question. You're doing everything but answering the question.
If you don't like the answer, brother.
No, I don't like the answer. It wasn't an answer.
Women are the biggest consumers.
I know, but what are they buying the majority of the time? That's what I'm asking you. That's important.
The hair care business is one of the, statistically speaking, is what money is spent on the most.
Okay.
Right?
So you're.
Oh,
sorry.
You see what I'm saying? See? All right, no. Everybody. Can't even finish it.
Is the claim that women spend the majority of their money on hair care? Is that the claim you're making?
Or on themselves? That's what I was trying to understand. Is he making the claim that women spend the majority of the money on themselves? That women spend the majority of the money on themselves versus spending the money on the house or in the house?
I say, all right, so since this is how the conversation is going to go, let's use common sense. Okay. And women are the biggest consumers, correct? Right? Right? And do you buy wigs, brother? Do you buy lashes? I don't know. You might do. Do you? Who would you say? Let's use common sense now. All right. So who do you think? Right? Because I'm assuming that you're more intelligent than this. That's all. Who do you think buy wigs the most?
Women.
I'm just saying. Who do you think buy wigs the most? Let's just ask these small questions. Oh, all right. So women are the biggest consumers, right? The hair care business itself, right, is the most money spent on, and women are the biggest consumers. So women buy wigs, lashes, get their nails done, or did their hair done. Who do you think spends most of their money in hair care, men or women?
Public, can I respond?
Come on, let's just use
Oh, no,
our
wait,
common
wait,
sense.
wait,
That was a
wait,
rhetorical
But this
question.
is,
That was a rhetorical.
yeah,
Like,
I got
come
you.
on
But
now.
I want
Let's be
but I
real.
want, okay, so let me address what you're saying because you're not saying relevance to the conversation. So the reason why I was asking you the question that I
I
already,
apologize, then, bro.
that I
I'm
already
sorry.
know the answer to, what you're saying doesn't make sense, right? Because again, women spend the majority of the money that comes in a household on the household. Women are more likely to spend the majority of their extra money on everybody else. They're not more likely to spend it on weaves, wigs,
Where's
and
the
lashes.
statistics on that,
Exactly.
brother?
Hold on, wait. Hold on. Juan. Remember how I didn't ask you I didn't ask you to cite a source because I know you don't have one. I would ask you.
I mean, you didn't let me finish my thought either,
I
bro.
did. I let you finish. Don't stop you.
No, you didn't.
You're lying. Everybody's in here will tell you you're lying. Everybody's in here. I literally just let you
Okay,
ramble
bro.
on for 5 minutes about nothing. And then I waited,
Ramble on.
and now I'm responding and you won't shut up again. So this is what's happening. So I'm gonna answer the question for you because you're being
This is a troll
disingenuous.
tactic. This is a troll tactic.
No, I know. Trust me, I know. This is let me
You gotta stop simping,
let me
bro.
tell you
You gotta
let me
let
tell you
people
what's
finish
going
it.
on. Let me tell you what's going on. So you don't know what you're talking about. Women are more likely to buy things for the house. Men, who buys the most toilet paper? Fuck hair products. Who buys the most toothpaste? Who buys the most laundry detergent? Who buys the most dishwashing detergent? Who buys the most clothes for the kids? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Weaves and lashes. That was stupid.
Where's the money
Of course,
come from?
women spend
Where's the money come from?
from the income, but that's not answering the question.
What's the who makes the income? Who makes the majority of the income? Oh, okay. Keep on simping, brother.
What is it? What is the? Do you think that? Look, he ran like a bitch.
Can I come in on something really quick?
They be so sensitive. The red pill dudes be so sensitive.
Majority of women do not become millionaires majority from divorce. That is statistically not true.
Yeah, he just made that up. Go ahead, Jay Red. Jay Red, what's good with you? Oh, go ahead, Rich. Yeah, go
Not
ahead.
because you make $1 million don't make that doesn't mean nothing.
You're better with money, yeah.
You still can still spend $1 million making $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
That point is stupid. Like
he didn't have any point.
Like,
He was just saying stuff.
a lot of people, like even NBA people, after the NBA, they be broke. Like in a year or two, they be broke. Like that's real stuff. Like that's real stats. Like majority of people after 1-2 years of playing ball, any type of sports, they be broke afterwards.
Yep. Facts. Ain't that it? That's a great point. Vanity said the Grameen Bank, I think that's how you say that, was founded based on the fact that men can't be trusted with money. Men spend the family money on alcohol, SWs, and man toys like motorcycles and such. Yep. Jay Red, if you're there, you can go ahead, and then I want Sarah to jump in here. Go ahead, Jay Red.
Okay. I understand what the other guy was saying. But I'm gonna just say what I was gonna say. So back in the day, men used to bring the check home to the wife, give it to the wife. The wife used to, of course, take care of all the bills, grocery shopping, all the family needs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also back then, women rarely drove. Women rarely got out the house to do anything. Women were mainly confined to the house.
Mm-hmm.
However, nowadays, nowadays, women spend the most. As long as we got our little area, we don't care. Women are the spenders, bro. It's not the way it used to be. I don't know.
It's the same way. I'm married.
Now,
I'm married.
Hold on, Jay.
Hold on, brother. I got it. I'm gonna let you finish. But what you're saying is a contradiction. You are contradicting yourself. You just said that the women back in the day would take care of all the house needs and da 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 da. And you said I build houses and the women pick this and that. That's the same thing. That's the same role. It's nothing different.
It's not the same. It's not the same. What I'm saying, I didn't contradict myself.
Okay.
So you're not listening to get an
I'm
understanding.
listening.
That's why you didn't understand the other guy. So
well, the other guy was lying.
Because the fact that women are the spenders, right? Marketing in the United States, they market to women, not necessarily because they're gonna buy household shit, but because they just buy shit. Women buy more clothes, they buy more shoes, they buy more hats, they buy makeup for themselves.
No, that's not true.
They buy for themselves.
Frivolous spending. Men spend more frivolously than women. That's statistically proven. Men have more. You don't know what you're talking about. Men have more consumer debt than women, and we're not. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You don't know what you're talking about. Again, don't say no to me. Go look it up. Go argue with the facts.
I'm saying no to you. I disagree.
No, you're not.
Bro.
You're saying you can't disagree with the fact. Don't disagree with the fact. You sound stupid.
It's not a fact.
Don't disagree with it. It is a fact. How much do you want to bet, Jay?
It's not a fact.
Okay, Jay.
It's not a fact.
How much you just
hold on.
Do you want to bet?
Just like you can say.
Hold on. How much do you want to bet that men have more consumer debt than women, even though women have more college debt than men? So what the hell does that mean? If women go to college at a higher rate and spend the majority of their debt, the debt that they have on homes and colleges, but men still have more consumer debt than women, what do you think men are spending their money on?
It's a fact, public. It's not something to disagree with. It is a fact.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He's just saying I disagree. Why do you disagree with a fact? That's weird.
That's just not weird. That's your opinion, bro.
It's not my opinion.
I'm telling you what it is.
Okay, Jay. Cite your source.
It is.
Where did you get that from? Where did you get it from? Jay, where did you get it from? No.
Can I speak?
No. You can speak when I'm asking you a question. Where did you get it from?
You're gonna let me speak? Don't ask me.
I am. If you
it's supposed to be a two-way conversation.
Bro, y'all do the same stupid tactics. You try to talk over me and you don't answer my question.
I'm not trying to talk over you. You're
talking over me. You think I'm going to let you just hold on, brother. Hold on. You think that I'm going to just let you filibuster and yap for 5 minutes? That's not gonna happen. You're either going to be on task and stay on the topic, or you're not, or you can just shut up, you can go. I don't care. But I'm not gonna let you do that, bro. I'm not your wife. You cannot gaslight me. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna just let you guys talk for 10 minutes for saying nothing. I will let you talk for 10 minutes if you're saying something, but not just to be disagreeing for the sake of disagreeing. I'm asking you questions that are pertinent to the conversation we are having. I'm asking you, how aren't you contradicting yourself if you said 50 years ago, the women took care of buying all the stuff in the house, and then 50 years later, you're saying the women are taking care of buying all the things in the house, like the bathrooms and the drapes and the interior design. That benefits the house. That doesn't benefit the woman. You trying to make it seem like it only benefits the woman is stupid. Like, oh, the man just.
I didn't try to make it seem like anything. I didn't try to make it seem like anything.
I didn't try to make it seem. You said men only care about X, Y, and Z.
Stating what women spend their money on. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Take with it what you made.
Okay, who buys more milk?
Women buy. Okay, hold on. You want me to land my point? You want me to prove my point?
Who buys more groceries?
You want me to prove my point?
You can't talk while I'm talking. You can't talk while I'm talking.
Well, you won't let nobody talk, bro.
I'm asking you questions. You're not listening.
Okay, but you won't allow me to.
Jesus Christ, I'm not your wife. I'm not your wife. Go talk to her like that. Stop talking to me like that. You don't talk to me like I'm your girl. I'm not your wife, bro. I'm not your kids. This is the lie. This is how it functions. You're going to stay on topic or you're going to run like a bitch. That's all you got. Those are our only two options. There's no gaslighting me. There's none of that.
You don't want nobody to disagree with you. I do want you to disagree. That's counterproductive.
I just want you to make it counterproductive. It's not. Spell it.
You won't give it time to make it. You want to be right like a woman, dog.
Hold on.
You just want to be right. You don't want to learn nothing new.
J-Ray.
And that's okay.
Spell counterproductive right now, quick.
That's okay. That's okay.
Spell it.
That's okay. I don't have to. I'm not in a fucking spelling bee. I ain't got to spell counterproductive for you.
Well, stop using those words.
You either gonna let me land my point or you're not, and it's okay. It's your decision. It's your podcast.
Hey, J-Ray, I have a question.
Go ahead, man.
Just one-on-one. Keep it real. Have you ever looked up who has more consumer debt? Like, have you ever Googled it or looked it up? Just be real. Just yes or no. Have you ever looked it up on your free time?
No, but I understand finances. And consumer debt doesn't necessarily have anything to do with frivolous spending.
I knew he never
having a
looked it up.
car, having a loan on a car is a debt. Having a loan on a house is a debt. That's also consumer debt, but that's also for the house.
No,
So it's not. So you're making it seem like any debt that a man has is considered frivolous spending. Nobody has debt on liquor. At least I don't know anybody that's got debt on liquor. I don't know anybody that's got debt on. But because you talk about men spent money on liquor, they spend more. Women.
I never mentioned
women
the word
drink
liquor.
too.
I never mentioned the word liquor.
You did. Oh my God. All right, check this out. Check this out.
Bro, you dumb as fuck. I'm gonna tell. Hold on, Jay. I'm gonna tell you something that if your wife don't tell you, I'm gonna tell you dumb as fuck. You stupid. I'm just gonna cut to the chase. You a dumb motherfucker.
And that's
you a dumb son of a bitch.
Cool.
You was a dumb motherfucker.
And I can be dumb.
Because you know why? And you know why?
So it's okay.
You're not rich.
And it's okay.
J Red, you're not rich.
It's okay.
Stop lying. Stop lying.
Okay.
You're not rich.
I don't have to lie.
You're not rich.
What I got to lie? I got to lie?
Because it makes you feel good. Because you know you sound dumb. It does.
Look, at the end of the day,
at the end of the day, lie to strangers because you look dumb right now. So you revert it back to, oh, I'm rich. Like that's gonna make you look any less dumb.
At the end of the day, you go in the household of a man and the household of a woman. Who has more clothing?
This is not the conversation.
It's about who's better with their finances.
Okay.
At the end,
I hear you. Hold on. I'm gonna answer your question.
Look,
I'm gonna answer your question.
In a relationship, if my woman is better with finances, I'm gonna put her in charge of finances.
Okay.
If she's not, then I'm not. It's just that simple. You really can't say.
Can I answer your question?
Better. It's about the individual.
Can I answer your question? I'm gonna answer your question directly because I ain't like y'all. More than like, if you go into a woman's closet, she has more clothes than a man on average, right? I don't know why, for some reason, y'all think that proves anything, but we will all concede to that. That is not what the conversation is about, though. The conversation is about, spending money on a Hellcat is frivolous spending too. Like, what are we talking about? A woman who is more likely to have a fucking Hellcat in their garage? Who is more likely to have a Benz and an overpriced vehicle in their garage? Who is more likely to put 20-inch Forgianos on it or whatever the fuck? Who is most likely to do that, Jay? That's what I'm saying. Stop talking about clothes. I'm not stupid.
But you're talking about cars.
See how you move the goalposts around?
You got no, I'm not moving the goalposts. You're talking about different things.
Most women don't buy luxury purses.
Men spend their money on.
Most women don't buy luxury
women
purses.
spend their money on.
Sir, and that's why I'm trying to tell you that that's not the conversation right now. The conversation is more rooted in who is more likely, because the thing you guys keep bringing up, right, is women being the largest consumers. Listen to my logic, just so you can hear it out. Women are the biggest consumers. Cool. I'm not arguing with that. I keep asking you guys, though, what makes them the largest consumers? And then you guys say stupid stuff like, oh, they buy clothes, right? Then I bring up, well, men buy cars, just to make the point that that's not where the discussion lies. The reason why women are the largest consumers is because women buy most of the shit for the house. The things you mentioned already. They buy the drapes, they buy the tile, they pick out the color patterns. That's the shit that they're buying. They're buying the groceries, they're buying the beach towels, they're buying the bath towels, they're buying the laundry detergent, they're buying the clothes for the kids. That's what they're buying. What are you not understanding about that? That is why women are the largest consumers, because men don't take care of those things. What are you missing? What is going on? Like, what are we missing here? The reason why they advertise kids' clothes and shit like that around the same time that women are home too is because they know women buy kids' clothes. The reason why they advertise kids' clothing, kids' toys and stuff, they don't do it during the football game, Jay. They do it during the stories. The reason they advertise diaper ads and stuff like that, they do it during The View, and they don't do it during football games because Jay don't buy a fucking diaper, but your wife does. That's why women are the biggest consumers. What is a point? You guys don't have a point. And the fact, and I'm thank you, Howdy, for asking him that. The fact that you haven't connected the dot between your ignorance and the things you're saying right now is ridiculous. You don't know what you're talking about. You said that I just made it up. I didn't make it up.
So you saying men don't grocery shop?
See,
Men don't buy shit for the house.
That is a straw man argument. Who is most likely
That's
to
not
do
a straw man argument. You're making it seem like it's absolute and it's not.
No, I'm not. That's the opposite of what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
Okay. What
you're making it seem like
what did I
then
say?
You try to say men buy cars, women buy.
Hold on. What was name one absolute statement I made? Name one. Specifically, quote me. What absolute statement did I make?
No, you're saying that women buy shit for
what is women?
Correct.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Is that
so
what
let's
you're
start
saying?
from the beginning.
Yes, no?
Yes. Yes. So let's start from the beginning because I don't think you know English very well.
So
what does women mean in this? Jay, stop.
So women buy stuff for the house. All right.
This nigga don't listen. This is why y'all are fucking insufferable to be around. You don't understand. Listen, women is a general statement. It is not an absolute statement. Women is general. So I'm saying women in general spend more money for the home than men in general. I never said anything was absolute or concrete. The person that is most likely to buy diapers are women. Are you going to deny that? The person that is more likely to buy kids' clothes for kids are women. Are you denying that? The person that is more likely to buy a couch for the house is a woman. Are you denying? That's what I'm talking about. I never said only women buy those things. That's stupid. So when you got off of mute and the first thing you said was you saying no man buys that, you're right there. That's a straw man argument because I never said that. So start over because that's not what I said. Nurse Mural said, gaming is $1 billion industry. The majority of money spent on games and gaming systems is by men. So what's the point? Exactly. Who is most likely to own a PS5 and spend fucking $1,000 a year on it? A man. You want to talk about frivolous spending?
Just like a woman is more likely to spend thousands of dollars on fucking makeup that don't benefit the household. Just
Makeup
like men have
benefits
their
them.
shit, women do too, bro.
Okay.
That's all that I'm saying.
You're not saying
That's
anything.
all that I'm saying.
I am saying you're not saying shit. I'll prove to you how makeup even benefits the whole household. So if a woman goes out of the house, and you can ask women about this, these are studies done on this, the difference in women, how women are treated when they have on makeup versus when they don't have on makeup in professional settings is fucking night and day.
Now the way women are
you don't even know what you're talking
about. Based on how they can.
You literally don't know what you're talking about at all. You don't have any fucking clue of what you're talking about. None. You're just making up stuff.
If that makes you feel better to say that,
now you about to
then enjoy yourself,
deflect.
brother.
Oh yeah, that's what
I'm not deflecting. I'm not deflecting. You're telling me I don't know what I'm talking about when I do.
You openly admitted to not knowing what you're talking about, Jay.
When I do. I
don't know what you're talking about.
You want it. I'm not saying what you want to hear.
Again, y'all say the same stupid shit. Do you not hear it? You said the same stupid stuff the other dude said. Oh,
because you just don't understand what the other guy was.
It's like your
answer. You want to argue, and you want to say you're right.
This is a debate live, you fucking dummy. Of course I want to argue. Go ahead, Sarah. You could fucking leave. The dummies are dumb. Too dumb.
They are. Well, you know what? My husband's not a dummy, so he has a really good point, and he doesn't have a TikTok, so I'm going to let him say it on my account.
Bet.
Hey, what's up?
So, what's up, man?
Oh man, some of these guys are frustrating. Okay, so I'm gonna answer it directly, right? Who is more? Oh, my name is Ace, by the way. Who is more trustworthy in finances, men or women? I'm gonna say women. I have 1 point, and then just a rebuttal to everything that I've been hearing. My point is, we live in a patriarchal America, right? Women are raised to automatically know you are not going to be the breadwinner. You're going to need to rely on a man. And it just automatically, subconsciously programmed into their head, we're going to need to be frivolous because we ain't going to have it like that. We are not about to get automatically some CEO position, some management position. And even if you do, it's going to be hell to maintain, right? Men, on the other hand, are told, you got to show out. You got to look good if you want a woman. We're told all the time, women, they want a man with a car. They want a man with a chain. They want a man with all the stuff to show it. And that
all the trappings.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And so that's my point. And then my rebuttal is all of these, women buying hair product, women buying makeup. Because I can't believe all the Super Bowl ads for wigs that I see and not all the cars that we be buying and all the shit that we be buying and all these $billion top 20 companies out that, the Head and Shoulders multi-billion-dollar company. You know what I mean? Like, I do not see where they get this idea of,
Can you?
Meanwhile,
I have a
OnlyFans is billions.
And they're mostly married men on there, by the way, on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. What is the equivalent that women have to sports? Like, you know how much money men spend? Like, I own some real shit. I want to go to the Niners Rams game on Thursday out here. It's in LA. I want to go to the game, right? And I'm just waiting. I'm just watching the tickets or whatever because I didn't know it was this Thursday, and I found out late. And I'm like, I might as well just wait till the day of. I'm gonna go. Tickets probably be the cheapest on the day of, so I'm just waiting, right? What I want to spend, I want to. So the two tickets I want to buy, I ain't gonna even hold y'all. I'm either going to buy the all-inclusive package that's like it's like $900, like $890 or whatever. I get to go on the field and all that stuff, or I'm going to buy like the $250 nosebleed seats. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really care to spend like $600 to be in the middle. I'd rather spend another $200 and be on the field. You know what I mean? So I'm curious because my wife, there is nothing my wife has bought in the last 5 years that cost $1,000 that wasn't connected to me. The last thing that she bought that was like $1,500, $2,000 was us going to the Kendrick concert. It was, I think she probably spent like $2,000 on the tickets or whatever. But that was for her and I to go watch Kendrick and SZA. What is the equivalent of that? What is the equivalent? And sports is nonstop. You know what I'm saying? Sports is seasonal. So I got to spend money on football season, basketball season, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, right? What do women have that is the equivalent of that? I'm curious.
From my perspective, most of the women that I know, they're always talking about trying to take the family out, trying to go on a family vacation and trying to include everybody else, not just a me on one thing. For me, it's always been trying to be inclusive.
Okay. Damn. Okay.
I was probably
there we go.
I was probably gonna say probably like a purse, but I don't think.
No. I want it to be okay. Let me be specific. What I want it to be is something like sports. That's like a hobby.
Every week.
Yeah, buying purses ain't a hobby. Yeah, like sports are a hobby. You know what I'm saying? So we can talk about
absolutely a hobby. Fashion is absolutely a hobby, and people absolutely collect it.
It's not. Fashion is not a hobby. Fixing your car is a hobby. Working, like I said, working on your car is a hobby, and all that type of stuff. But again, the reason why we don't even want to start comparing fashion with men is because men spend a shit ton of money on fashion too. They do. I mean, I know me personally, and I try to remove myself from this. I spend way more. I spend probably 4 times much on clothes as women do. But I'm trying to figure out, what do women spend their money on that is not a habit, but a, whatever you want, a hobby. Like, women don't even have hobbies like that. That's the thing that I'll be confused by. I'm like, where are all these women with hobbies at? Like, women don't even be having, especially like mothers. Like, mothers, they don't even have hobbies.
I mean, you might be right, because even like you said, even clothes, men clothes is 10 times more expensive for no reason.
It's because that men shop less frequently than women. Women are always out shopping for fashion, makeup.
Thank you. Shopping though.
Things of that nature.
Again, though, the problem that I have with y'all logic is this: you guys only want to talk about fashion for that one reason, right? But when I talk about things that are considerably more expensive than fashion, and I also talk about the fact that if a woman, let me put it to y'all like this: if a woman got $100 and a man has $100, it's a father and a mother. She has 100, he has 100. I'm gonna start with you, Brad. Who is more likely to spend that $100 on their family?
I sincerely say it's 50-50. Honestly.
It's not. Okay. But okay. I'm gonna ask somebody else. Peso, he just came up. Peso, who is more likely to spend $100 that they both get $100. It's just like an extra 100. Who is most likely to spend it on their family, a man or a woman, a mother or a father?
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. Women is more likely to spend it on the family.
Okay, cool. Appreciate you. Ace, if you're there, who is more likely to spend $100 on their family, a man or a woman?
What comes to mind is literally like yesterday, my wife won $500 on a scratch off, and she went and gave me $80. Yeah, I know. I told her congratulations.
I hit 100.
Yeah, she gave me $80, gave our kid like $40 or $60, right? Gave our mom $100, right? And still hasn't spent the freaking rest. Me, I know I'm gonna buy me a new board. I mean, I can already start thinking of what I want to get. You know what I mean? And I could lie here and say that I'd want to spend it on a family dinner or something like that. But I know that that's the real 50-50 on whether I'm going to fucking put it back into the family. But that's just me being honest with myself.
Yeah, and that's fine. She gave it to you. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But okay. Jay, who is most likely to spend $100 on their family? A man or a woman?
I just feel like it depends on the individual. Me, myself, I save my money, bro. I save my money. So, and a lot of the women I know, they spend money on family.
Please, can I
they
please
spend money
jump
on
in?
self too.
He's a
So,
fat
I mean,
liar.
It could go either way.
Okay.
It could go either way.
It's so funny how the men are so like Jay and Brad, completely disingenuous. They know the answer is women, and they can't just flat out, like, nobody will believe them if they said men, and they know that. So they go, oh, it goes both ways, or it can be 50-50. But everybody else is like, no, duh, of course it would be the woman, right? Like we all know. Rich, go ahead. Who is most likely to spend money on $100 that they get on a family, a man or a woman? I'm curious.
I ain't gonna hold you. Probably a woman because they always first thinking like kids and stuff like that. Maybe not husband, but probably kids.
Yeah, I'm just saying on the family, whoever. That don't count the kids. That would, cool. I'll take that. June, who is most likely to spend money? Who is most likely to spend money on the family? Okay, the mother. Okay. So out of us up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 out of 7 of us, 5 out of 8 of us, sorry. No, 6 out of 8 of us are saying it is the women. Statistically, also, it is the women. Studies prove also it's the woman. Brad, why are you saying it goes both ways? By what logic are you coming to this conclusion?
Shoot. Frankly, I don't know what study you're talking about, so I won't act like I know it. But to be fair, a lot of the times when money comes into the house, whether it's extra money or whatever the case may be, is going to pass through the mother's hands anyway. So by that logic, I'm saying that he's going to end up spending it on the family, regardless if it's touching his pocket or not. It's going to touch her pocket, and it's going to go to the family. Whether it be a dinner, whether it be a trip, whether it be just for catching up on bills, it's going to go to the family. That's why I said it's 50-50.
You're a liar.
That's such a lie.
Let me make sure I heard the question correctly. You asked public. May I ask? Yeah.
Go ahead,
The question was, if someone had money, an extra $100, if the wife, the mother, the female parent had an extra $100, would she spend it on the family? Yes or no? And you got the fact that you guys can not be honest and listening to Brad do all of the buttering and sliding against the wall, and you're literally throwing things against the wall that's not going to stick. Nobody believes you. You don't even believe yourself. I don't know if you hear me, but I hear me.
Ask the question.
May I finish? But the thing is, we're listening to you, and it's so disingenuous. It's almost sad because we know you know the truth. You know we know you lying, and this is hard to listen to because it feels like a desperate attempt for an attention. Can you hear me?
I'm not here to be berated.
Would you allow me the opportunity to speak?
Hold on, y'all. What is the question, Brad? What question do you want her to answer?
She said, I have a question for Brad. I'm asking what the question is because right now she's just berating me. That's not what I'm here for.
You again, may I?
That's what she do, bro. That's June girls. That's what she do.
All right, Jay. We don't need y'all dog piling on her. I don't care about any of that person. Go ahead, June. Go ahead.
My question is, why is it so difficult for the men on the panel to answer such a simple question when we know the truth?
And
that's an honest question. To have to go through all of those trips and hoops to say, yeah, she has the money, but it has to go through the man's hands. Why do all of that? What's the purpose?
Just making up stuff. All these gadgets to get to, yeah. And this is why, like, because logically we know it would be a woman without no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You give a woman $100, you give a man $100, and you tell them go home and do whatever you want to do with it. The woman gonna go, honey, I just got $100. I found $100 on the street. We going lobster. We going to Sizzler, whatever, right? A man get $100. He gonna put it in his pocket, go home, and not say nothing to his wife. Like, let's be for real. Why are y'all lying? Like, this is such a it's ridiculous.
Where
a way. Go ahead, brother.
You asked. Oh, excuse me. You mentioned the study earlier. Can I have
literally look it up?
No, for real. I'm not being disingenuous.
I know. I swear. Hold on, listen. I know.
What am I looking up? What am I looking up?
You can literally Google who is most likely to. You can talk about spending habits within the family. You can look that up. You could, somebody said ask chat. You can look up chat. You could, somebody said ask chat. You can look up chat. You could, somebody said ask chat. You can look up chat. You could, somebody said ask chat. You can look up chat. You could, somebody said ask chat. You can look up chat. You could, somebody said ask chat. You can look up chat. All you have to do is ask the question to chat. Chat will bring up the reason why they're saying this. They'll cite it. They'll be like, this is why we're saying this. They put a little link right there. Click the link and then read. That's all you got to do. Super easy.
Fair.
That's what I do all the time.
Fair. Okay. June, to answer your question, I don't believe that the men up here saying that it's 50-50 think that they're lying. Namely myself. I can't speak for other men, but namely myself. I don't believe that I'm lying, only because the people and things that I would have taken experience from, when me and my circle have received sums of money, $100, $1,000, whatever the case may be, we normally hand that check to our wives. We hand it to her because we know she's the one that's balancing the checkbook 9 times out of 10 anyway. So yes, it's going to the family.
Hold on, wait. So the woman,
That literally was not what he asked you.
That wasn't. Hold on. I want to hit on something right now. So the woman is most likely to balance the checkbook.
Most times, yeah.
Why is that?
Because she's the manager of the home.
I know, but why though?
Because she's there more often.
No.
Yeah.
No, think deeper. It's not just that. Because I don't care how often she's there.
The word is in the prompt.
Why would I not be able to trust my woman? That doesn't make any sense.
Hold on, wait. Listen to what I'm saying. Hold on, listen to what I'm saying. Brad, are you better with money than your wife? Do you think?
Am I better? I actually do believe I'm very good with money, even better.
No, that's not. Even you better. Think you're better. You think you're better with money than your wife. So why don't you take care of the finances? Because you're costing yourself money by not being. You see what? No. Yes.
Incorrect. No. Public. You have to. If you're going to ask a question, you have to receive an answer.
Okay. I mean, the answer has to make sense.
So I hear you, but you have to let me answer it. You have to let me answer.
The answer has to coincide with the question.
It does. It has to coincide.
It's weird. You just rambling and saying words. You calling my name means nothing. You're not answering any question. You're just babbling, and you're doing it for the attention. Moderator. That doesn't work with me. I need to hold on to this conversation. You're just rambling. Let's go back to the conversation. Your wife wins $500 on a scratch off. How does she distribute the money? Or do you even know she won that money? Versus a man winning $500 in a scratch off, you'll never know.
Never know.
Never know.
Thank you for your answer.
Now, hold on, Brick. I want you to answer that.
I'm trying to answer your question.
Okay, go ahead.
To answer your question, the reason why is because I am more ignorant on what's going on in my house than my wife. Because she's there more often, because she deals with the house more often than I do. So it would behoove me then to hand over my check because I don't know what's going on and she does. If I just had the money and I just went to the house and just started spending it on whatever, that would be ignorant of me. Would you agree?
Yeah, no, but I'm not disagreeing with that because hold on, wait, Brett. I'm in the same boat.
Okay.
Even though I'm here all the time. But listen to what I'm saying. The reason why, this is what I'm saying. The reason why that's happening is because my wife is better with money than I am. Well, she's better at saving money.
That's you.
She's better. No. That's you too.
It's not me.
It is you.
Said
If it wasn't you, you
give
wouldn't be
your
in the
wife
same
some
situation.
money.
That's
Come
not how
on.
situations work, public. That's not
Come
how
on, y'all. This
situations
shit is crazy, bro.
That's not at all how situations
We
work.
heard you.
That's
You
not
give
at all
your
how
wife the
situations
checky
work.
check. She
That's
is in
not
charge of the money because you are a childish
Yo.
person and can't handle money.
Yo,
Hold on,
She
wait,
probably
wait,
gives you a
I'm
debit
not-
card and an allowance.
I'm not
Dear
even
Lord.
saying, look, I'm not even gonna go there, even though that could be true, but I ain't gonna even go that far. I'm just saying the reason why my wife is in charge of the finances isn't just because she's home more than me, because we're home both of us are home all the time. But that's not the reason. The reason is she's better at she's more organized than I am. Is your wife not more organized than you?
No, she's more organized than me.
Okay. Oh my God. Hold on. Let's stop. Let's real quick, and I got peso right now. If your wife is more organized than you, does organization does that not coincide with being better with finances?
It's correlative, but it's not directly reflective. No.
It's not directly reflected.
No,
It
it's
is
not.
direct for
So here's what I'm going with that. You can be organized. You can be organized.
June, wait. Let him finish.
You
Go
can
ahead.
be organized with money, and you can know how to put some things away, but that does not mean that you know how to make money work for you, does it?
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean? If people don't know how to make money work for them, they will just slowly go into debt.
That's not true.
That is absolutely true.
That's not true. The most important thing.
Absolutely true.
That's
That's
not
absolutely
brother. Hold on, wait. I'm talking. Look, man. I promise y'all. Y'all sound like y'all sold 4 eggs during the pandemic. I'm not. I don't fall for that type of talk, right? As a 43-year-old man that has been taking care of his family for fucking 15 years, what you're saying. That's not how it works. Like, be for real. Y'all always get up here talking like, you gotta know how to make your money. You gotta know how to make money. Y'all are not fucking Grant Cardone, bro. Y'all not Grant Cardone. Like, stop. Y'all not making no money. Like, let's be for real. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. No.
Getting it,
Hold
bro.
on. Niggas out here getting. Hold on, Jay. The niggas out here getting it is me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I really get it, and I don't be online talking about you gotta make your money work for you. That's cornball shit. Y'all ain't got no fucking money. Stop. Who you playing with, my nigga? Like, y'all really be thinking niggas be buying that shit. I know. I listen to niggas that make money. I know niggas that make real money, right? Really get paper, my nigga. They don't be online talking about you gotta know how to nigga. The niggas that get money, you know what them niggas? I ain't never heard a nigga that get money say. Like what's that dumbass shit y'all be talking about? What they be talking about? Financial literacy. I ain't never heard a nigga that get money talking about financial literacy. The fuck? The person I know that's best at balancing checkbooks was my motherfucking mama in the projects. I remember looking at my mama checkbook when I was 10 years old, and that woman had them motherfucking checks, and she had all the zeros scratched out and everything. Y'all niggas is stupid. You plumb dumb.
So all the women in your life, and all the men in your life, pub, that's okay.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's
see?
okay.
See? There you
That's
go.
okay.
There you
That's
go.
What I do. All I say is the women in your life were better than the men in your life.
There you
That's
go,
okay.
my nigga.
That's
there you
okay.
Go. Talking
What's
that
wrong
shit.
with that? I didn't do anything. I just said you said your mom. Great. Yep. The woman in your life, your mother was better than your father.
No,
you said your dad wasn't there.
I just used an example.
No,
I literally just used an example of a person that's poor that knew how to balance their fucking checkbook. That's all I was saying.
Okay. And what I'm
it
saying
just so happened to be my mom because I was there and I opened up her checkbook. I used to like looking at checks. So I looked at her checkbook and I remember reading a little. I'm like, damn, she balancing the fuck out. I knew that shit when I was 10. Like, the way y'all be talking about money tells me everything I need to know about y'all and how y'all view money. Like, y'all don't know nothing about money. Oh, you got to make your money work for you. Okay, my nigga.
Your question originally was being better organized, meaning that you're better with money in general.
Yes, meaning you're more likely not to. You're more likely not to miss a payment, fuck up your credit. You're more likely to make sure that everything in the house is taken care of because you're organized. There's things that need to be done. The money is going to go where it needs to go. That means your budgeting is better. That's meaning you're better with money. That is being better with money.
Assuming that they have the discipline. Assuming that they have the discipline for it.
Do you think that statement means anything?
The fact
The
that
assumption, the
the fact
assumption
that a
is
lot
they
of
have.
people struggle
Brad,
with
listen,
discipline is it does mean
listen,
something.
Brad.
Yeah.
What is happening is the assumption is they have the discipline. Thus, that is why they're more organized than you because they have the discipline.
They
That's
have the
what
discipline.
it means.
But then why does that not correlate? Excuse me. Why does that not correlate to them being the biggest spender and biggest consumer in the United States? If they have the discipline.
spend them, now we're going around in circles.
That's what I'm asking.
Women
That's what I'm
spend the
asking.
majority of their money on the house. Bread. They spend their money. They spend the money on the house.
So they
heard
spend,
me.
So what you're saying is they spend more.
Please don't mute him, y'all. You saying what? I'm sorry.
And more money is because they spend money on the house is what you're claiming.
Bro, that's crazy that you finally heard me say because I've said that 50 times on this live already. Yes,
I just
that's
got
exactly
here
what I'm
before you
saying.
invited me up,
Okay,
so.
that's exactly what I'm saying. Women spend the majority of their money and the majority of the money that comes into the home that is spent. They spend it not on themselves. They spend it on the house, on the children, on the husband. The husband does not spend the majority of his money on the house. He spends the majority of his money on what? Himself. He doesn't save it. He doesn't invest it. Who is a better?
You just said that women spends the majority of the money that comes into the house on the house, right?
On the, yeah,
doesn't that include his money?
I just said. What are you?
That
what are you
includes
talking
his
about?
money, public.
He's not spending the money, bro.
Oh,
he has
my
money.
goodness.
The whole exercise that I started with was, or not started with, I
This is
asked
a
you,
mental
who
gymnastics
is most
exercise
likely,
right now.
sir, that you're projecting. That's not me. You're
It
doing
is.
mental gymnastics. His money, right? So we want to separate
clarify
the money.
What's his money?
Okay.
What's his
so
money?
Remember the question I asked you? If you got $100 and she got $100, who is most likely to spend that money on their family? Was the question I asked you, correct?
And I said he is most likely.
That's not what that's all I asked
said
you.
he's going to give
yes
it to
or
her.
No. Yes or
I
no?
said it's 50-50.
Do you remember? Yes.
I said it's 50-50.
I don't care about your answer. Do you remember my question?
That was the question. If they got if they each got $100.
Okay, cool. So keep that locked in your brain. Keep that locked in your brain. So what I'm talking about is his money and her money. Who is most likely to spend whatever money, though, to be honest with you? Who is most likely to spend the money in the home or his money on themselves, their money on themselves, is the man. The man is most likely to spend his extra money on himself, and he's more likely to spend the money, whatever extra money gets spent on himself in the home. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Of course, you got to pay rent. Of course, you got to pay your mortgage. Of course, you have to pay your car note. But he's also more likely to have $1,000 car note than a woman. More men own Ferraris, own Lamborghinis. More, like women can buy that shit too. They just don't want to. That shit is goofy to a woman. She's like, why would I buy a fucking Ferrari?
The same reason why she would buy a Louis Vuitton bag. Same reason why she called Louis Vuitton shoes. The same reason why she would have MAC makeup. The same reason why she goes for ELF. The same reason why she has Fenty. The same reason why she goes for Hyde Park. These are all things that she spends frivolously on. What are we talking about here?
Most women don't
frivolously.
That is a big difference.
Month to month bill. Month to month bill. You're talking about $300 wigs. You're talking about $300 on their nails every 2 weeks. These are things that they spend on frivolously. What are we talking about?
No, Brad, that's a huge difference.
What? I watch it.
No, you don't. You're lying.
Okay. Public.
Where you watching that, baddies? Where you watching it at?
No, public. It's okay. We're just going to disagree, and you're going to go on. You're going to go ahead with your lie. You're going to lie. You're going to go ahead with your lie. I'm going to go up and lie. You're going to lie. Don't do that. We're not disagreeing. I'm going to look up the article. You are lying. I'm going to go to look up the article that you had said earlier.
It ain't an article.
I'm going to go look up the article that you said earlier, but we're just going to disagree for now. You have a good day.
Do it now. Do it. Do it now.
Go ahead, Peso. Go ahead, Peso. We listening.
But it's like a little 3-part, but I'm gonna just go ahead and put it in there. But okay, as far as like the prompt question, who is more trustworthy with finances, men or women? On that, I say men, because I am like 100% more financially. I say I'm better with money than my woman is in most of the cases. I say that because that's just it's based on the man. With me, I'm a Capricorn. I'm all about grinding, saving money, and and figuring out how to flip it. So, but if a woman came in with 100, or we came in with $100, she would spend on her family. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'll be trying to figure out how to take that 100 and turn it into 200 and turn it into 300. I wouldn't even think about putting it into the family. At that time, I'm trying to figure out how to make it grow. Now she would take it and be like, okay, let's go get some food, okay, let's do this, let's do that. You feel what I'm saying? But as far as like being more financially stable from my experience, or I would say just better with money. Like I'm very good with money. I've been making money since I was 10.
Okay. Can you decenter yourself, Peso?
Yeah.
Because I'm not asking about you personally. You could, of course, there are some men. There are many. Fuck that. There are many men that are better with money than many women. I agree with that. This is about the likelihood of the scenario, though, right? So, who is most likely? Who is most likely to be better with the finances, the man or the woman?
We already heard him say that he would take the extra money, $200, and flip it and invest it or whatever it is that niggas do. And instead of feeding the family, he might go buy food. So you answered the question yourself, baby. You told us that you would rather fix that money and flip it into some bullshit that might not turn into nothing versus feeding the kids.
Somebody said that's gambling. Exactly.
All right. So, okay. And from that perspective, I did say that and I'm standing on that. But what I do is we already have money to the side. Like you got to have that. As far as what our food budget, we already get, but I make the budget. We got the budget for the food. We got the budget for the. I am speaking about me.
It's exhausting, so I'm sorry, brother. It's not even. I'm tired of y'all making. It's so hard to have the conversation, right? Because it's so disingenuous. You know the answer is women. I know you know, and the reason why I know you know is because you will not speak about it in general. You won't speak about it in general. You keep talking about you personally as if I'm saying, is Peso more trustworthy than his woman, which I don't know either one of y'all. We're talking about men and women in general. You know the answer is women, so you keep going, well, I'm better with money than my woman. I would be like, are most men like you? Like that, now I gotta ask the question. Are most men trying to flip $100 and make $100 for their family? That you really believe that?
I don't know what other men are doing. I'm talking.
Then why are we having a conversation? Because this is about most men and most women, brother.
But
it's not about you.
As far as the men that I know, we be on the same thing. We on the same
How many of those men have invested into their own family?
I hear you. Yeah. How rich are you? How much do you have in the bank saved up? How much have you been able to flip? How many thousands or millions of dollars do you have saved up?
Hundreds of thousands.
How much?
Hundreds of thousands.
Exactly. Because a person with hundreds of thousands of dollars does not say I have hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank. They say I got 50 grand, 100K. They don't say hundreds of thousands. So you know what you're saying.
I know exactly that. I know that exactly.
You hear me, Peso? Peso, you're embarrassing yourself, baby. Would you mind muting up, please? Would you mind, Peso?
I'm just trying to figure out, why do y'all always come up here and really be trying to? Is that? Hold on. I'm just out of curiosity. What do we get about talking about how much money we have personally? Does that, like, what does that do? What does that do for us as a community? No, I know. I'm just out of curiosity. Well, you brought up your money though. You've been talking about yourself this whole time. So what do we get out of that as a like, where is it, how you don't realize how hard that makes the conversation to be had?
What conversation?
You know what I'm saying? This conversation, the one that we're trying to have. Like, so just so we're clear. You said what?
I don't think it makes it hard at all.
You don't? Okay. How can I have a conversation around your finances personally and about you being better than your wife in finances?
Because if you were speaking to J-Red or you were speaking to Juneteenth, you asked them specifically. We can't speak at the same time. So if you ask me a question, I'm speaking from my perspective. You asked me a question.
No, I know. Juneteenth answered it in Juneteenth. Did you tell me about you specifically, or were you talking about men and women in general?
We were speaking as generalizations. We've been speaking as a whole this entire time. I never once brought up my income. Not one time. Not one time.
But you asked me about mine.
You spoke of it, so I asked. I want to know how we also can become people who have hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank.
It's not.
I want to know how you me.
June, would you have brought up? Would you have asked him about his finances if he never mentioned his finances?
Ever.
Okay. That's what I want to make sure, because I'm like listening to the conversation going, you brought up your finances. That's why she asked you about your
People do finances.
Things differently. You gotta be financially responsible. Like you gotta have all that planned out.
You know we can see your
You have a
page.
budget for this. You have a budget
You know we can see your page, right? Please stop.
And what does that mean?
You look poor. You're poor. Your
I
face,
look-
your
I
page
look
is giving
poor?
poor.
I look poor. I look poor.
Yes.
Okay, you want me to break it down?
No,
I
I don't. I swear I don't want you to break it down.
Don't even waste your time trying to.
Yeah, don't do it,
them, bro.
Listen
They'll
to
never
Jay
get
for
it.
once.
Nah, I get it.
Listen to Jay for once.
They'll never get it, dog.
I do not care about.
I don't.
Man,
They're not supposed to, because you know the thing about it is that's why we having this talk and this debate, because nobody in here is master. Like nobody is perfect. Everybody giving their perspective. They can act like they know, but don't nobody know. We wouldn't be having this talk if people didn't have different perspectives and they had it all.
Don't forget, we all human. We all
That's what
human. We all make mistakes.
We all human.
But we all know though, Peso. But
And
some
then
of
like
us
how
know
you
though,
how you can came in yelling and interrupting people when she's talking and name calling. I could look at that a certain kind of way. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to do. I'm here to have a conversation.
What name did I call you, baby? What name did I call you, baby? What name did I call you?
You said these niggas. You said what?
Is you a nigga?
Damn, we can't say niggas. Hold on, wait, we can't say niggas no more, Peso.
I'm just saying she don't know me.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Are we can't say niggas no more. When that happen?
We're gonna stay on the topic.
All right, I'm with.
I'm not trying to go back and forth with the lady.
All right, cool. I want to stay on the topic. I'm about to read this. I'm gonna read this real quick. Home Slice said, even if a woman gets a purse, she's using it for the family. Who got the lotion, the mints, the bobby pins, the snacks? She always adds value. Vanity said, the illiterati, not the Illuminati, the illiterati makes it impossible to have these conversations. Having to stop mid-sentence to explain how English works to people who only speak English is sickening. And it is, it's wicked work. But I want us to have the conversation, but we gotta be honest, fam. We got to be honest. I appreciate you coming up, Rich. Ace, I appreciate you. I'm gonna rotate. We gotta have a conversation though, baby. Like I really want to have a conversation.
So can I interject and say something real quick though?
You are more than welcome to do that, brother. Go ahead.
All right, so check this out. I completely agree with women doing for the family. But this is the dynamic that I think we're losing, is when we're building, right? Just because we have it, don't mean it's a good idea to spend it. Now, it ain't just women who are better with finances, it's the individual thing. In my personal relationship, now I am speaking on myself. In my last relationship, my wife wasn't good at finances. When we got married, we had joint accounts. She was spending up the money on clothes and shit. Guess what? We didn't have money for rent. Now I got to go borrow money to pay rent. Then once I got separate accounts, things were better, right? So and it could be vice versa. It could be the man spending up the money on bullshit. So it's not just women are better than finances. Better than finances.
Are you a provider?
Vice versa.
Are you a provider?
Am I what? Yes, I'm definitely a provider. Yeah.
But you couldn't provide for that woman?
What would make you say that?
Because you just said she was spending up all the money, so you couldn't provide for her?
Yeah, she was being stupid with the money. Just like I said, just because you have it doesn't mean that it's a smart thing to spend it. Especially on you have things that are needs.
You're not paying
and you have
the
things
rent.
that are wants.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Wasn't paying the rent.
Hold on, fam. This is crazy.
Yeah.
You're a provider, but you had to borrow money to pay the rent.
Hey, this was a long time ago, bro. I'm talking about a long time ago. I'm talking about my ex-wife.
Okay, so you weren't a provider in that relationship. You're a provider now.
Oh, I was definitely a provider in that relationship, but you got to think we got together when we were in high school, bro. That's what you don't understand. I was married for 20 years. I'm talking about in the beginning of the relationship. Stop trying to figure out a way to insult somebody and listen. And listen
no.
To what's
I ain't trying to insult you. I'm just.
You're trying to. So you're
I'm
not a provider.
trying to insult you. You know.
Hey,
sir,
look, you can make $1 million a year, and if you have a joint account with the woman, guess what? She can spend it the fuck up, can she not?
In theory, yes.
Okay, it ain't no theory. You can spend what you make.
That would be in theory. I just said that. In theory, yes. It doesn't mean they are going to. You don't know what in theory.
No, I didn't say. I said they can.
You said they can. That's what it. In theory, they can. Yes, in theory,
it
they
ain't
can.
In theory, it's yes, they can.
Yeah.
May I ask a question? Hi. Hi guys. Nice to meet you. My name's Siobhan. Jay, I have a question for you. So you're saying, okay, she's the one that, she went and spent all this money. So was there ever a time beforehand in y'all's many years of being together where you guys sat down and looked at your finances to delegate how much should be going where?
Definitely. I'm a big budget guy. Yeah, hell yeah.
What you mean a big budget guy? You have a big budget or you pay?
I'm all about the budget. I'm all about the budget. I'm all about we're gonna save 20% of our income, right? We're gonna put that in the savings account. Don't touch it.
Yep.
We're gonna invest 20%, and then we're gonna live off the rest.
Okay.
So when you're spending up the 20% that we're supposed to be saving for emergencies, that's not abiding by the budget. That's not financially sound. That's what I'm talking about.
I got you.
That's
So
all.
how long?
And like I said, it could be either way. I'm not just saying women do that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you got two people in a relationship. One person is usually better at one thing than the other. So that person should do that. That's how I run my house.
I got you. I'm following. So just stay with me for a second. So how long were you guys? When did you said you guys were together for 20 years? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we were married for 20 years. We were together for about 24.
Okay. And so when did you realize that you were instead of, having an upward trend in your finances, when did you notice a downward trend?
Actually really quick in the beginning, like we got joint accounts when we got married. I didn't do that until we got married because I thought that was the right thing to do. I thought that's what you did when you got married.
Can you answer the question?
I did. I just answered the question.
I got you. So it was pretty early on that you noticed that, she wasn't spending the money right. So I think my only question to you right now is if you noticed that so early that truly she couldn't be trusted with your finances, why did you, just let me know, but why would you keep her in charge of finances when if you're so financially literate and clearly she's not, why didn't you say, well, you're not going to be spending my money out the window. Why didn't you take over control then?
That's what I said I did. I got a separate account.
So okay, so you stopped giving her money. So the downward financial decisions was something that quickly happened, and you corrected that once it was brought to your attention. Yeah, so you've had a good financial. Right, okay. I just wonder. That's my quick thing. And might I say, I'm so upset that he's gone now. But Brad, he gave an example of saying he gave all this money to his wife, and that because she knows more of the household and what needs to be done and spent. So then, okay, if you trust her with it, now if we flip it, it seems like she wouldn't trust you with it because it seemed like he didn't know what was going on in the house to be able to actually allocate the finances properly. So I just thought that was a weak.
Your question would be, now I hear where you're going, Siobhan, but I think a bigger question would be, why not just take over the finances completely? Why get a separate account? Why not just say, hey, I'll take this duty away, and I see you're not well at it. Why just not do that instead of separating your monies?
Is that for me or not?
I think that's for you, yeah, because that wasn't for Brandon. Yeah.
Okay, so the reason is I actually tried that first, but she still would spend money. She would go over budget. So the only way that I could stop her is by having a separate account. That was the safest thing to do for the best decision for my family is what I would say.
So you never really took over the finances because it sounds like she was still in charge of the finances, or at least had access to the finances as much as you did. why didn't you take over the finances completely as the same way you gave it to her initially? And that way, you know, you would have known that the rent was late or the rent wasn't being paid. Why didn't you just take over that job completely? And now that you're saying you did, it's still her fault. That's confusing to me.
I'm not. I didn't say it was still her fault. I said it.
No, you just said it
was
was
over the budget.
You said it was her fault, and therefore, from that point, it was still her fault. She was still overspending, and therefore, you then had to get 2 separate accounts.
Yeah.
Not that I believe in your story.
Because she had.
Can I finish?
Because she
quite
had.
Honestly, I don't care. I don't believe anything you're saying. I think matter of fact, I know you're a liar. I just don't appreciate you doing this in front of all of these people and wasting public's time with this conversation. I know you're lying. We all let's end it now.
I just, but that.
What do I
look,
have
brother,
to? Why
but
do
Jay,
I
but
gotta
Jay,
be called a liar?
asking yourself, asking us, why do you have to lie? We can't answer that. I'm always baffled at why people get on these lies and talk about. But I think I want to get. It's crazy because it's always personal, and I hate to attack people personally. I really don't want to talk about y'all personally, but for some odd reason, we just can't have the conversation in general. We keep having to talk about Jay. We got to talk about Peso. Like the men that disagree, we have to talk about y'all specific. We can't talk about men in general. We can't talk about women in general. We got to talk about Jay specifically. We got to talk about your ex who's not here to defend herself specifically. We got to talk about Peso and his baby mama or his wife or his girl. Like, I just want to have the conversation in general. I don't want to have the conversation about the men that you know personally. I don't want to have the conversation about you personally. Like, I can remove myself from this conversation. I can interject. I can inject myself into the conversation. No dig. If I want to, if I need to, right? But it has to be done tactfully. My talking point, my perspective cannot hinge on my personal experiences alone. And that's what I'm trying to get us away from so we can have the conversation. That's all I'm saying. Like, I get it, bro. You're great with finances. You're the money man. You make all the money in the world. We believe you. We respect, fine. But can we start talking about?
Saying.
But you are.
That's not what I'm saying.
So can we talk about most?
As an example, because you make it
so are you like most men, Jay?
Absolute, bro.
Are you most? I never make it seem like it's absolute. You just don't understand English.
Like
you don't understand English, Jay. You don't understand English. Why. It's not me.
This is the reason why, right? Okay. This is the reason why you make it seem like it's absolute. Because when Brad and I disagree with the question that you asked, we got called liars.
Which was
we
what?
Got called all kinds of names.
Hold on. Which was what?
Because
which was what? Jay. What question?
The question that women are better with finances than men are.
Because you disagreed? No, I don't mind. Yeah. Again, hold on, Jay. That is Darvo 101. Do you really believe, and I really mean this, do you truly believe that I'm upset with you because you disagree with me? Or, hear me out, I'm not even upset, by the way. I just talk like I got ADHD and I just drank a whole cup of coffee. But the reason why I don't believe you is because, and the reason why I'm saying the things that I'm saying to you is because you're not, your train of thought isn't logical. And I would be down, brother, I promise you, I can accept anything you're saying if it's logical. You probably think you're being logical, but I swear to you, you're not being logical at all. What you're saying is illogical. Am I not being logical? Because, and here, I'm so happy you asked that question. Because, and this is what my whole spiel, hi baby, my whole spiel about separating yourself from the topic, this is where that comes into play. What I want you to do is logically explain to us why you believe men are better with finances than women, removing your own personal experiences. It seems that you can't do it. It seems to me that you can't make a cogent.
I never said that men were better. See, that's what I'm talking about, bro.
Okay.
Listen.
No, I do listen. You have been arguing that, but that's fine. Let's take it back. You're saying it's 50-50. Okay, how is it 50-50? Removing you from the situation, Make it logical. Explain to me how you think women and men are equal when it comes to handling the finances. Can you make it historical? Can you connect it historically? Can you connect it scientifically? Can you connect it objectively? Can you do that? Can you remove yourself and can you logically make the argument? That's what I'm saying. If you can do that, I'll listen. It's your time. It's time to shine. Everybody mute up. Please make the argument. I want to hear it.
Like I said, it's the individual case by case thing, bro. And there's different levels to it, right? So if we're just talking about somebody just paying their bills and spending up the rest, or are we talking about somebody making financial progress and actually sacrificing not getting the things they want and saving and investing?
What does that mean? Okay, so you're asking me to establish the premise. That's fair. That's fair. You could ask me to do that. I'll establish the premise. What I'm saying when I ask this question, right? Several things. One of the things I'm asking is who is most likely to financially abuse the other person in the relationship by spending, spending so much money where it hurts the other person. Also, and or withholding money from the other person to where it hurts the other person. Keeping the person trapped in the relationship, using the money as a tool of manipulation to control the individual and the family. That's the number one way that I'm talking about. Number two, who is most likely to wisely invest the money, right? And not spend the money on themselves and not, you know what I'm saying? And spend the money on the household where everybody benefits. Those are my two premises, or that's my premise for this discussion. Do you have any questions about my premise before you answer?
No, I'm sorry. I missed all of that. I was talking to my fiance. So
okay, we're gonna move on then. If you want to say something, Peso, you can, and then I'll get Kenny in here.
Nah, unless I was adding on to the topic, is something you wanted me to go over specifically?
No, you came off of mute a couple times before, and I just wanted you to get your chance to speak if you wanted to say something.
No, I said it on that end. As far as that question.
Do you understand what I'm saying now better based on what I just said?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay, so with that information, who do you think is better with finances?
Better with finances? You talking about as a whole?
Who's more trustworthy? Yeah.
Who's more trustworthy? And it's spending on family, women. That's what I said. Okay. My original statement was that I didn't.
I'm trying to say, not the nigga who gonna flip it.
Hey, Peso, that's why I think all of us were so confused when you said me. Because you came up here and said the right thing, but then when it was your turn to answer, you said something completely different. And we were like, where the fuck did that come from? I appreciate that.
Because that's what I said originally. My thing was it just felt like normally when I'm asked a question, you normally get the, take it your way. I felt like it was being maneuvered and made to force to go. You only had one lane, making it go one certain way. And
it just is what it is.
We just want you to answer the question honestly.
It just is what it is, Peso. It's not that I want it to go a certain way. What I want you to do, okay, I'm gonna let you finish. What I really want y'all to do, again, I say this all the time, but these are thought exercises mainly for the men that come up on the panel, because I know most men don't even, I'm trying to help men think critically about these situations, believe it or not, right? And I know it's saying I'm a dick and all, I know, trust me, I get it, right? I'll accept all of that. But it really is a thought exercise, not for me, but for you, because I've done this thought exercise 1,000 times already. So I want you to stop and think, if you agree, I'm saying, if you think women are better with the money and more trustworthy, then I want you to ask, why? Why are women more trustworthy with the money? See what I'm saying? And I'm gonna ask you that, and I'm gonna let you marinate on that, then I'm gonna come back, and I want you to give me an answer on that. Why do you think women are more trustworthy with money? What makes them more trustworthy, right? Go ahead, Kay.
I was just about to say, two poor ass niggas walking to a bar. Hey, what are providers? Listen, you know what I'm finding
You can't
out.
just say that and keep going.
Hold on, you gotta give us a second. Give us a second. Okay, go ahead. We listening now. Damn.
Okay. What I find strange on this app, and it really only happens on this app, because you'll be in conversation talking to old heads who be like, man, I let that woman deal with that money. You know what I'm saying? Like she give me a little something out of it. I give that money to that woman. I done heard so many old heads, my brother included, cousins, etc., that just know I'm gonna give it to her to handle the money because I am not equipped, because I lack impulse control. I don't know the full going ons of the household, so I don't know what all it takes. So I don't want to be pulling from nothing. You know, that might be necessary. But on the flip side of that, y'all will get on this app and you will act like all of a sudden your wife, your partner is irresponsible, and y'all telling us to choose better. I ain't choosing no bitch that ain't making sure the rent paid first before she go get a Gucci bag. You see what I'm saying?
Who buying? What woman is buying Louboutins and they paying their rent?
That part.
Like,
So
let's be for real, man. This shit is crazy.
Because it's feeding into that stereotype that women, by any means necessary, they're gonna waste money. Because Brad said it on Mac and on Fenty and all the shit you don't need. But here's the thing: you say we don't need it, but you going after and liking the picture of and looking at the OnlyFans of the Insta baddie who wearing the Mac and the Fenty, right? You see what I'm saying? That got the BBL.
My wife need them Louboutins, but that she don't need them. She would never need them, but I need her to.
I'm screaming. Listen, and
I know she don't need them. I need her to need them. You see what I'm saying? That's different. I don't
But
know
here's the
about
thing.
if she want them or not. She don't even care about that shit.
But here's the thing. Feels the same way. Like, I rarely wear heels. I haven't really gotten to wear them much since I had the kids. But when I put on a heel, baby, you would think it's Christmas around this bitch. He be like,
happy.
Right. Excited.
Giddy. Niggas is giddy. That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting there like, you don't want your
talking
woman
about it.
wearing Mac. You don't want your woman in the Louboutin. You don't want your. I love that shit. I don't know what y'all niggas be on. I don't be understanding it. I don't get it. I never complain about that shit. I'm gonna make as much money as I need to make sure that she can do that.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's what, and I guess that's why I said what I said, because it's like either you're a provider or you're not. What it sounds like, and I could be wrong, because I heard a nigga say this on the panel the other day. You find you a woman that's gonna work with the budget that you got. So if you only making $65,000, that woman needs to know how to work within $65,000. So number one, you limiting yourself and you're limiting her earning potential by making her shrink to fit inside your 65K. So y'all can't really have the life and the things y'all that you really desire because you're too busy trying to rule over a fucking woman.
Hey, they don't even be spent. The funniest thing is women don't even be spending to make their money on all that expensive stuff. You know what they be spending their money on most of the time? Like I'm saying, if we gonna talk about frivolous spending, I'm gonna tell y'all where the frivolous spending really happens.
Tell me, and we might be saying the same thing. Go.
Target.
That part. Amazon.
Be at Target. Amazon, Target. Buying a bunch
Why
of.
You say Amazon?
Because Amazon twofold. Amazon is stuff for the house, necessities, and it's, you know what I'm saying? And it can be like just buying whatever. You know what I'm saying? It got everything there. But like let's be real. We working class people. My wife ain't never bought no $1,000 purse. She ain't bought no $100 purse, I don't think, in her life. My wife, and she don't spend her money frivolously either. But I'm saying, like, if she was ever, if she was ever to spend her money frivolously, it would be on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be like at Amazon. It would be at Walmart. It would be at just like, she's just going there and just be throwing shit in the cart. That's it. That's the only places you got. Like, women is not out here buying 600. Hey, nobody. Look, man. Nobody up here knows a woman that owns a Birkin.
Okay.
A real Birkin? No, nobody up here know a woman that owns a real Birkin. Let's be for real. Like, y'all just stop. You are not Offset. Your woman don't buy that shit. Your woman is not Cardi, my nigga. You got to get on a fucking waiting list to get one of them other. You don't know nobody that own that shit. Louis V ain't even expensive.
You got to be invited for the Birkin
You gotta
shit.
be, that shit ain't even expensive.
I got a part-time job at Nordstrom, and when I see people coming, I watch the men. They coming in, they buy the expensive blazers, they buy the expensive shoes and sneakers. Not one will buy a shoe for their kids. But when I see women, they got shoes for themselves, they got shoes for the kids, they got drawers for the husband. They think about the husbands, and I'll tell you, when I see a husband think about his wife, I gotta say something, cause it happens so rarely.
I gotta speak on that. Thank you for reminding me of that, June, because that was a bar. You know what's funny? Because I go shopping. My wife is an online shopper. I'm an in-person shopper. I like to go and walk and smell the shit and touch it. And, you know what I'm saying? When I buy my wife shit all the time. Like when I go out, I'll buy her something. You know what I'm saying? I think about her. The only reason why, to be honest with you, the only reason why I don't be buying my wife a lot of shit is because she don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like she wouldn't appreciate, she's not ungrateful. She just not, you know what I'm saying? She don't spend money frivolously. Like that's her thing. Like she don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that's not her thing. She want me to she'd rather me clean up something. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. But anyway, when I go buy stuff for my wife, I very rarely see men you know what I'm saying? Like unless it's like around a holiday or something, men don't be in there just on a Wednesday in the mall buying shit for they women. Men don't just be, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't just be in there looking in a women's section buying shit, like you said, Jim. They don't be there doing that shit on some real for real shit. They really don't be in there doing that. I countless times when I'm out shopping, it be just as many women in the men's section as there are men. You go to Abercrombie in the mall, it be a bunch of girls over there, high school girls buying shit for their boy. They be in there with their boyfriend buying shit. Oh yeah, pick this out, doing the shopping. They ain't by themselves buying the shit.
The women will pay.
They pay. No, that's what I'm saying. They be in there buying shit, picking the shit out for the men. The men don't be, you go over there to the women, the men be outside holding the purses. If they, you know what I'm saying? Like, be for real. Be for real, y'all. Like, let's be serious at some point. That's all I'm saying. That's the thing that annoys the fuck out of me when I have these discussions is I know y'all know. I know y'all know. I know y'all know. Why? Look, men wouldn't even be with a woman if the woman wasn't doing that type of shit. Yeah, let's be real. That's why the men be with women because of the shit women do for us. Like, come on now, y'all know. Let's be real, man.
Can I jump in here?
Go ahead.
So I'm like you. I don't like when people just like say how they feel and try and use that as a fact for their point when it comes to debating. I think it needs to be based off of like actual statistics and whatnot. So Jay, before you were saying it's, person by person, case by case, that's not what's going on here when we're trying to look at statistics. Yes, some people are going to be outliers, some more, some less than, but we're trying to look at the overall arching trend of what's going on. And some things, and as we've been talking, I've been looking up like our men, I want to see the numbers and whatnot. One thing that was first pointed out was when it comes to single men and single women, right? It's not an opinion. Men make more than women. So when you're talking about your household as a single woman and as a single man, the woman now has to contend more she's contending with the same. She has to provide lodging, food, and whatnot for herself, just the same as a man. But she is not going to get paid. I don't know about this part, but I think it's like $200 less per paycheck that a female is going to receive versus her male counterpart. So yes, I have to be more financially literate, and I got to know what I'm doing with my money because I've got less to work with. Hey, you've got that. I don't even know. Question, do you have anything to
also the pink tax too? Like women have to spend more on their product, but single men and single women make around the same amount of money. Where the wage gap really gets crazy is married men, married women with children. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's a tax on women who have children, just like there's a tax on women for being women, the pink tax, right? And then there's a child tax on women, and there's a child incentive for men. So it's not only that women make that women with children make less money than men with children. Women with children are penalized, and men with children are rewarded. So it's separate. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where the chasm really start. You really see the divide. But at some point, even like early on, like in their early 20s, women make more money than men. Like there's a point in, you know what I'm saying, the early 20s where women make more money than men. But pretty much before the age of 30, men and women make around the same amount of money. But after 30, they make men start to, you know, they have kids and blah blah blah, and that's where it just is crazy. It's a crazy ass fact. Yeah.
Not for nothing. Whenever children are sick and they have to miss school, it's almost expected that the woman is going to take off work from her job to take care of the children. Not that the man
100%.
is going to take off to do X, Y, and Z. So I always find it funny that men try to act like women don't sacrifice things. If she don't have the PTO, she's literally taking that day off and she's not getting paid to stay there and take care of her children. Right. What does that do for bills? That makes that paycheck a little shorter, that kind of knocks the bills down a little bit, et cetera, et cetera. And okay, hey, Design, you took off for your child. Whoop-de-doo. Good for you. But most men won't. Okay, they're gonna be like, all right, I fuck with you, and they're gonna head out the door with their lunchbox, and they going to work, and they ain't gonna think about their fucking babies no more. And the school calling saying somebody need to pick them up. They're gonna look at you, and they're gonna head on out the door. So we're talking about most, and as Pub likes to say, we're talking about the masses and not the asses. If you're this an exceptional man, good for you. Go host a seminar, sell that course. Don't sell nothing to me about how you can flip money and make $500 in 2 hours. I don't want that course. Sell the course on how to be a better man and how you contribute equally to your household and how you provide value in the lives of your spouse and your children. Sell that course. But we don't need to hear how wonderful you are, because in a sea of shitty men, you being wonderful ain't shit, because we got to compare you to the shit to make you look wonderful. And that's kind of bad.
The best, that's the whole. The best man is the average woman. The best man you know is an average woman, right? That's where that saying. That's where that whole saying come from. Miss Muneka.
It's Muñeca.
Muñeca. There we go. I'm sorry. Let me say it with my accent. Muñeca. My fault. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. I was just gonna say, I think people forget the historical context behind women and finances, and how for a very long time women did not have access to their own money. So whatever money they did have access to, they had to be very smart about it. And that's a generational thing that has stuck with women through those times and these. So yes, women are making more money now. You gotta remember to always look out for yourself and whatever emergencies might come up in your life financially. So most women are going to be very decisive and plan out their financial lives to whatever the degree they're able to make sure they're always covered. You don't see women out here labeled as hobosexuals. We're always making sure we have a roof over our head. We're always making sure we have food. If she has kids, she's going to find a way.
I disagree with that though, because and I'm not saying that women actually are, but they be trying to lie on the women's and saying that that y'all always trying to get something and get some money, and you know what I'm saying? Like they do actually try to do that to women and be like, women they always looking for a man to pay their rent, you know.
A free meal.
A free meal, you know, they do be trying to hit women with that shit. I'll be like, what the fuck?
But it's just funny to me because if you ask any woman who has friends that goes out to dinner, our friends have taken us on the best dates better than any man has probably ever took us on, and we'll drop bands on dinner without thinking twice about it. And if you aren't taking yourself out to dinner, you know how to prepare a meal for yourself. A lot of men don't even take the time to learn how to cook a meal for themselves to survive. So it's you're dependent on that labor from women, and then you complain about women being dependent on you for finances, when in most cases you need her share of the income to help you get up to where you want to be.
And you ask her to be like that.
That's what Jay Red needed. He needed her 50%. He was mad because she wasn't trying to give him her 50%. She was spending her 50% on the bags and shit. And he was mad because he didn't have enough of his 100% to pay the bills. So he had to go borrow the shit.
There y'all go putting shit in my mouth. I didn't say that.
So what you said? You said you had to borrow money. That what you
Yes,
said?
because she spent up the money I made and she made. That's what I said.
I couldn't even, man. Hey, man, I gotta tell y'all something. If my wife spent all the money I made and all the money she made, I don't know how long we would be together. Like, that shit sound crazy to me. Just think, like, try to imagine my wife doing that shit is crazy. Like, I'm trying to wrap my brain around that. That is fucking nuts. Like, what?
It's absurd because it's unrealistic and it's not usually the case. So that's why it's really hard to believe, because we know in most situations, there is not a lot of men that's going to let some woman run through his pockets for years and years and years and just endure it and like not try to do anything to either protect his finances or change that situation.
You got one pay period to do that. Fool me one time, shame on you. You got one goddamn pay period to spend up all my motherfucking money and all your money. You got one pay period. That's all.
Because at some point it becomes, that's your bad. Like, if you're letting her like run through your finances like that year after year, month after month, pay period after pay period, and putting you in a financial bind, you let yourself get there.
That's why I let it go that long. Duh.
Nigga, you said 20 years.
Yeah, I'm like, then what are we talking about?
He said I was married 20 years.
And you said she did that early on.
Once
Jay,
again,
hold on.
you guys
You said no. I listen.
You
You said he was with her for 24. Y'all met in high school, so she was spending it back when you was young, back when y'all was kids, correct?
Right.
Okay, cool. And then she stopped doing it because y'all was kids. She grew up, and you didn't need to worry about that no more, correct?
Wrong. See, you didn't listen. I said
I did listen.
need to get another account.
No, I know. I'm saying, so you mean for the duration of your relationship, that was always like, that was like a threat? Like she would still do that? That was a possibility? Probability?
She wasn't good with money, bro. That's what I said.
I'm actually curious, like, why would you stay with someone so long who was financially abusing you? What was the incentive for you to stay with her?
Thank you. That's all I'm trying to figure out here.
Because it's our relationship was bigger than that. It's more important than just
Nah. You like that coochie.
That's
what if it was a pain point in the relationship so much that you ended up getting a divorce, then your relationship wasn't bigger than that, because y'all would have found a way to figure it out or pivot in that situation to solve that problem. But it obviously ended for a reason. I don't know if that was the reason.
Didn't end for that reason. We figured it out. Like I said, I fixed the problem. I got another account. You guys are just coming up with these scenarios.
Nah, we just trying to figure it out because you're not telling us the whole story, but we're gonna let it go. Steve,
what's going on?
Go ahead.
What's going on? Getting another account is nothing but putting a band-aid over a freaking
bullet wound.
Sucking chest wound. The blood gonna keep flowing. What you should have done, and this is my suggestion, but you and her should have went and took some financial classes the way it made her more financially responsible for the stuff that's going on.
Well, I don't think it was that. I'll be honest with you. When people spend money like that, I think that's usually connected to some sort of trauma. I don't think it's like she's dumb. I think it's because it's simple math. I think usually if a person is that selfish, it's deeper than, oh, I just need to know the number. She know the numbers. She can't stop spending. She needs psychological help. There's usually a trigger somewhere in there that causes that. You dig what I'm saying?
That's very much true. But at the same time, you have to take the steps to get there. If you go to those classes and she's still doing this, then you got to figure out what's in your head psychologically that's making you keep doing this. Then you got to go from the financial management courses to the therapist.
K Design, you can come up. You gonna get muted for the rest of the live though. I don't be liking when y'all be in the comments tapping and not yapping.
And tapping. He been tapping.
They've been tapping.
I think the elephant
Saweetie.
in the room for that situation is that he didn't really care about her problem. He just cared how it affected him. So the solution was getting another account because it affected his money. When it didn't affect his money anymore, he didn't care.
There you go. Damn.
And then that allows something to keep festering.
It not only affect you, it affect my children. It affect everything. So what are you talking about?
But you didn't care enough to address the issue though. That's like I think that's what.
You talking about somebody in their early 20s, bro. Y'all.
You said it. Wait. Sir, you said the problem never went away. You said the problem never went away.
The same people who are thinking about getting married in their early 20s. They think about getting counseling. They think about all of those things.
I did what I felt like I needed to do. Just that simple.
You took an L, and now you don't want to own it.
And to say, oh well, I shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Hold on, y'all. Ashley Rose said he cheated and she ran it up.
That's nasty work right there. That's 500 milligrams of nasty work.
And if I'm honest, I've been listening for quite some time. It really sounds like it was just an L that he don't want to take, because she definitely, that sounds like she blew Cantrell him for real. That's what that sound like. That sound like there was some other stuff going on, and she was like, "I tell you what, since it don't matter, all this other stuff don't matter when you're not hurt by this other stuff. I tell you what, I know what hurt. That card hurt.
He love his money so much, we gonna hit them pockets.
Get that bill in the mail, and I guarantee you that'll hurt. That'll hurt when you see that balance.
Yep.
Damn.
That's what that sound like.
That's how women think. They want to hurt their men, huh? That's how y'all think?
No, we only hurt men that hurt us.
Listen at this big.
Listen at this
big.
You hear how he tried to flip it on you?
No. First of all, and
y'all trying to make it some about my woman trying to hurt me instead of her just not having financial understanding. I mean, y'all are making it that way. Not me.
Damn, that nigga tried to do the little Uno reverse on you quickly, man. Hey, just so y'all know, I got a spot open for anybody that want to come up here and address the prompt. Anybody that got a problem. If you disagree with the notion that women are better with finance, actually, Steve, you go ahead and address the prompt too. Who is better with finances, men or women?
In most cases, women are better with finances, but at the same time, when you start to educate yourself, the man can understand what's going on, because myself, my wife handles it. She pays all the bills, but I know what's going out and what's coming in, and I know my balance before and after.
I don't, but that's good for you. I mean, you should. I don't know. I don't know that. That woman could take all my money. I wouldn't know nothing about it.
I can't let that happen. I gotta know what's going on, and I gotta know what's going out. No,
that's fair. I'm not saying you're wrong for doing it. I'm just saying, like, I don't even care. But I'm gonna say something though. I like who is most likely to take advantage of their partner. Like okay, so let's say beyond financial abuse, right? Who is most likely to? I mean, this would be a part of financial abuse, but like, let's say the relationship ends. Who is most likely to do something like clear out the account?
Women in a lot of cases they do that.
No. Who is most likely to do that?
The woman, the wife.
The woman is most likely to do that?
Yes.
Explain this. Where are you getting
I
this
think in TV, the women are most likely to do that.
But maybe right now,
I feel like when it comes to reality, I feel like when it's a circumstance where a relationship breaks up kind of nasty, usually it's the guy that goes more vindictive and like tries to hurt their partner and take away whatever they can to like put them in a bad spot. That's what I've seen in real life. On TV, of course, the woman scorned is like the whole trope that they spin, like, oh, she's gonna, spend your money, bust your windows, burn your clothes, all that shit. And like most of the time, that's not really the reality. There are some crazy situations.
But I would say
that's one of the things, and I must agree with you. I must agree with you. Let me just interject this. Most of the time, the men try to use that money to control the woman. They
okay,
try
so
to
wait, Steve, stay there. So in the relationship, the man is most likely to financially abuse. Why connect that logic? After the relationship, the woman is more likely to financially abuse? It doesn't make sense.
Because in so many cases, and this is what happened. A lot of times, like you said, the woman scorned. A lot of times when the women walk away, most times she take the children with her. So it's like
that's not financially abusive.
No, what I'm saying, she takes the children.
Yeah, but
I'm not trying to say the financially abusive, but that's what people constitute. It's like they child support to some dudes.
No.
What I'm saying. Let me finish.
Hold on, wait. But Steve,
I'm saying
child support
to
has
some dudes,
nothing
child
to
support
do.
is financially abusive.
Sir, listen to what I'm saying. You don't need to finish when where you're starting is wrong. Child support has nothing to do with financial abuse. Zero. You can't financially abuse somebody using child support. It's not possible. Child support is for the child. What are you talking about? She's not financially abusing him. He needs to pay child support. That's just the reality.
And it's based off income. Wait, sir. Stop perpetuating disinformation. I hate when y'all do this. It's always going to be, no matter what city, no matter what state you're in, based on it's an income-based thing on a sliding scale. You have to present
how much time you spend
and itemize and all that stuff. And they review those things. And based on that, and based on who's carrying the child on their insurance, that is how they determine the amount. So please be so fucking for real. Stop gassing these black men up, because that's who listening to you, and they're gonna run with this shit. It's not true, sir.
And also the wild thing about the guys that cry about child support.
I can't hear two people at one time. Go ahead.
The wild thing about guys that like cry about child support is like, if you look at the average amount that men pay for child support, most of them barely pay over $100 per paycheck. Like they hide their funds.
The average
to
amount is
avoid paying.
It's like $500. Most men aren't on child support, and the average child support payment is $500.
Right, $500 a month, which is like a couple of $100 a pay period. So it's like they're crying about having to pay $500 a month without even any consideration for the fact that the mom is lifting the load for everything that happens in that child's life financially. So it's a moot point.
And most men that are ordered to pay child support don't even pay child support. Like the majority of men who are on child support are not like, they're in arrears. They may have made some payments, but they're like the majority of the men are not, you know what I'm saying, caught up in their payments. They're making their payments every month. The majority of men are not doing that.
It just dawned on me, Pub. Hold on. They are seeing the recent uptick in women getting huge payouts because a man either he got a large settlement, he won the lottery, either taxes, or he inherited something and they got a large lump sum. This one lady, her child is 45 and she got $150,000. That's how much he was in arrears. They go down there to the bank, they go to the IRS, because the girls in the comment, the IRS girlies came out the woodwork. And they said them men will come in there cussing them out and raising all types of sand about us taking their money when child support takes it. So you mad because a woman actually got what was owed to her over a course of 45 years, 20 years, 30 years? After she took care of that child by herself for that much longer, because you never stop being a parent. Even when they big and grown, you still helping them.
And the crazy thing is,
I want Steve to go.
Like
go ahead,
a lot.
Hold on, Steve didn't get a chance to respond. Go ahead, Steve.
What I was saying is, I said a lot of men think that child support is some kind of financial thing to where she's taking control.
Yeah.
But
it's not.
But in hindsight, a real man is going to take care of his child at all costs.
Okay, so don't bring that up. That was my point. We're not talking about what most men think is financially abusive. I'm asking you, who is most likely to financially abuse. And you said in the relationship, it would be the man, but for some reason outside of the relationship, it will be a woman. And your example of that was child support. That's crazy. That's not.
You know what? You know what? You're right. You're right. I retract my statement. I didn't think about it when I met. I retract that statement. In most cases, men do try to use the money as a way to force the woman back into trying to like. They'll use that. They'll use. Well, I pay the bills. I do this. I do that. And they use it as a form of some kind of way of making her, of trying to manipulate to make her work.
You know what they'll do, Steve? Because you brought it up. What they'll do is they won't pay for the kids.
Exactly.
And make her life hard with the kids, and then because they think, oh, that'll make her be like, damn, it's too hard without him. I might as well go back and be with him.
And that's what it is. They're trying to get her to stay with them in the process instead of letting her go and letting her be happy.
Mm-hmm. And protecting the kids, because most of the time,
like the one thing when me and my ex-wife separated, she never had to take me to court for child support because the checks was there. Whatever the kids needed, whatever they asked for, it was there.
She should. I want to go to speaker real quick. Go ahead, speaker.
Hey, y'all. So I work in family law, and this preconceived notion about child support is wild. When typically it's only done in retaliation to the mother because she's discontinued access. I see it every single day, right? And they don't understand. It's like, no, how much you pay is predicated on both parents' income, parenting time, age of the child. All of those things are factored in based on the need of the kid, right? And the average child support order is just under 500. And that's just average. In LA and California, where we are, Pub, the minimum is $238. That's the standard child support. It's $238 in 2025. Damn. You can't even feed a child, let alone a teenager or preteen, with $200 and some odd dollars a month. I have a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old. Exactly. I mean, I'm just being generous to say a month. Right? Like, how I'd eat you out of house and home. Eating you out of house and home. And don't let them be athletes. Don't let them be outside. That's not enough for anybody. You know what I mean? And so the way that they kick and scream about child support and they kick and scream about, oh, paternity fraud. How often? How often? And then all these child support orders that are put in, you guys touched on this, they're not typically paying their child support. 72% of all child support cases are in arrears. That's from 30 days to 30 years. 72% of all child support orders are in arrears. 72% of all child support orders are in arrears. Can you imagine if the starting amount of child support is $238? How bad are we really doing?
Terribly.
How bad are we doing?
You know what's crazy? Well, what's crazy is I completely believe it. Like, no, it's not, that makes sense. Like, that sounds about right. Like that's what I felt like it was. Like, I was like, yeah, I knew it was like the vast majority were not paying it out. 72%. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Astronomical. It's about 72% of all child support cases are in arrears. And the bulk of the ones that people are complaining about don't have anything to do with divorces. They try to lump it in, but it's not. It's oftentimes you left
boyfriend, girlfriend.
Mom had to go get public assistance. And now that she's getting public assistance, the county
coming after
money. They want their money, right?
Because why ain't you paying?
Period. You have this child, you declare paternity, and you're not paying. So now mom is getting assistance, right? And then when you talk about public assistance, you know how much that is. They hardly get anything for that either.
It's peanuts.
Like it's outrageous. Then you have to consider if they're getting cash aid, food stamp, and they're also usually getting Medi-Cal, right?
This is what I was gonna say. And this is why I don't listen to men that be up here talking about some you know, how much money the women are getting and you know, things of that nature. Yeah, I'm sitting there like, y'all not paying the shit.
Right. And you want to monitor it. And then you get
you ain't paying it to begin with.
Exactly. And that's the crazy part too, Cub, which is outrageous to me, and I often talk about this. I'm just like, you're upset that you're getting garnished, right? And you're finally getting garnished because you ducked and dodged. Let me tell you, child support investigators are some hounds. When they find you, it's
they on your ass. They on your ass.
Force you to work under the table because they're coming to get it for the kids. Like bottom line, right? And so they act a fool, they duck and they dodge, they make it seem like the system is impossible. In LA County alone, we have self-help centers. Those self-help centers within the court are court funded, and we help both sides.
You know what?
I have so many men. Well, go ahead, Pub. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say something because I almost forgot. What I don't listen to men about is when they be talking of, especially black men. I'm sorry, black men. Y'all kill me with this shit. When black men talk about how much more money black men make than black women, or how like 83% of black men are in the middle class, and I be like, cause y'all not paying for your fucking
right.
That's why black women ain't in the middle class, and that's why so many more black men are. You ain't connecting that dot.
Yep.
That's it. If that shit is true, that's the reason why it's true.
And then they also will usurp the system and attempt to go and get 50-50 parentage so that their amount of child support goes down, but then they don't show up for visitation. Right? So it's so many things that they'll do. Oh, I want 50-50. And then these women, and some of the men too, it go both ways, but majority is men. These women come in there with three-year records of text messages on him saying, oh, I was going to come, but I can't. Something came up. Oh, I was going to come. I got to do overtime. Oh, I was going to come. And then you wonder why when you get to court, the judge is like, sir, you're paying.
Yeah, you got to come off of it.
And continue. You got to come off of it. One guy comes in, he got $1,000 car note. The judge told him outright, yeah, you're going to have to sell that car. You can't have over a $350 car note. He was
$1,000 car note.
$1,000
Ain't that the
car
man's?
note, saying that his expenses were too tight for him to pay his child support at the amount. He wanted to get a modification and had to disclose what his car note was. The judge is like, well, then your whole entire child support payment is in your car note. Let's go sell it. You got 35 days.
I just don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear men talking about how men are paying, providing for their families, and they doing all of this when this is what I be trying to say. This is all I've been trying to say this whole time. It has to be consistent, right? And me and Steve figured it out right now between ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So at least he can say, he actually was like, no, that makes sense. But so you mean to tell me that the same group of people that abandon their children are the same group of people that when they in a relationship is more likely to spend money on their family and take care of their family?
Bingo.
You telling me.
Bingo.
You telling me.
Pub, I figured it out. You make too much sense. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. I'm just gonna have to keep it a buck with you, right? Straight up.
Can't be it.
You make too much sense, and because you make so much sense and it's simplified, they have no choice but to try to find a way to wiggle from under your thumb. You make it so clean, cut, centralized that it is impossible to accept the ease of the question. You didn't say are or isn't. You said who is more, right? So they want to say we're more irresponsible, but then you leave us to manage the whole household. You leave us to manage the children. You leave us to manage the money. So much so we buy your socks and drawers. How dare you say we're not trustworthy? We notice when your gray drawers turn orange and buy you a fresh pack before you. So who's more responsible and trustworthy?
And let's not forget.
Turn to thongs, right? Like, but you're more responsible and trustworthy.
Hold on, wait, miss. I want BBG to go real quick, and then we gonna open it back up. She ain't really said nothing cool, man. Go ahead, BBG.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of what she said was super true. That actually happened with my dad, with my older sister. He hadn't paid his child support, and I don't know if he ever paid any, but when she was maybe like 26 or 27, he had gotten a job, and they got him. They got him real bad. Me and my sister thought it was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie, but they got him, and I think that some of it is also tied to control that is outside of finances. When the quote unquote government gets involved, now the money is not exchanging between your hand and hers. It's exchanging between, there's a buffer in between. So if you don't pay it, there is no, well, you told me that he had practice last week and I was gonna pay the soccer fee, but you was tripping, so now I ain't gonna do it. There is no playing that cat and mouse game of maybe I'll give you the money, maybe I won't.
Don't go on my weekend.
If you come sit on the couch and kick it with me real quick, then I give you that extra $100 for Junior to go play basketball or whatever. But if you don't want to do that, then I can't give it to you. When you have to go through the system, men feel real hurt because they lose that grip immediately. Because now I'm not coming to you about anything. Either they set the amount, they tell you how much to pay, they tell you when to pay, they tell you what happens if you don't pay. There's nothing that I'm doing about that outside of the only thing I can go around you and do is if I take you off of child support. But honestly, I always advise women against that. Put that man on child support.
All the time. Leave him on, put him on and leave him on.
Can I
Go
say
ahead,
something
Jay.
real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so
oh shit.
See
Put that nigga.
See how God said,
God said, not so fast. Hey, put that nigga on child support and leave him on child support. I'll be standing on that. I don't know. See, I don't care. I don't owe no nothing to men and none of that type of stuff. I love these babies more than I love the men. I don't know about the men. Y'all may love the men more. I love the babies more.
They love
the men more. Y'all love the men more. I love the babies more.
The men and the bro code more.
Okay, got you. They cool with the men. I ain't down with that. I like the babies more. So my thing be, y'all don't want to take care of y'all babies. Okay, I got something for you. We got something for you. We're gonna put them people on your ass.
I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that.
Hold on. Go ahead, Jay. Hold on. Let Jay go.
Let me read these stats. All right.
Okay.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Y'all get ready. Gird your loins. since in the spirit of
as soon as he said, let me read them stats.
Hold on, in the spirit of the Devil Wears Prada, that shit about to drop. The new one about to drop.
God.
In the spirit of the Devil Wears Prada, gird your loins.
Oh my God. Boo.
Gird your loins. Let's get ready, y'all.
I stand the whole stats conversation. It's like you don't even know how they're collected. You don't know what they're derived from. You don't know what isn't inclusive. Like y'all don't know nothing. When you're doing a study, it's a concentrated subject, so it can't take the whole into consideration, even in the general sense. And then if you're talking about why they're even doing it and collecting the data, it's because usually it's attached to some money that they want to milk off of us. So just stop with the Black woman and Black man research. This is ridiculous.
Oh, Jay, are you there?
Agreed.
Hold on. I want to make sure Jay getting his stats in order. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I feel like a woman should not have to make a man take care of his children because she'd have to make him make the children.
That's facts.
Like, and don't get me wrong, my ex-wife don't have to ask me for any. Don't have to.
You ain't got XD. Hold on. See, I'm gonna help you because I actually genuinely like you. Do not mention your personal story. Please. Just don't do. I promise you, don't do it. We gonna ask. We gonna start up here. We gonna start asking some questions.
Don't get me wrong. I just like to be transparent.
No, it's cool. You got it. I'm trying to tell you, nobody. We good. We can listen to you. What you saying, we'll take it at face value for right now. That's fine. Soon as you start talking about yourself, trust me, somebody up here gonna go, okay, but, and ask you, and then it's gonna go. Trust me, it's gonna go left real quick. I'll be wanting y'all just to have the conversation about men and women, so we cannot be specific, so y'all cannot get defensive. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's because we learning that because it's not so personal. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like
understand.
You know what I mean? As soon as you start talking about you, then you're gonna be like, no, see, it ain't like, you know what I mean? Like anybody would. So yeah, I don't want to do that.
I got it.
I want you to live. Like I want you to live and be free and happy and healthy. Like I want you to live your best life.
I got it. I feel
you doing good. You doing good. Go ahead, Jay. We listening to Jay now. Jay got some. Oh my God, Jay. I ain't gonna hold you.
He's trying to read his stats on the same phone. That's why
you can't read it at the same time. I'm gonna get a little freaky, ain't I? You can't put the tip in and keep pulling it out, my nigga.
Why been over there reading them stats the whole time?
At some point in time, you're gonna have to put the whole thing. You have to put the whole thing in. Stop putting that tip in and
You
just
gonna let me read the stats or what?
Yeah,
Y'all don't even know what I'm
asking you
about
to
to
read
say.
the stats. Look, put the whole thing in that motherfucker though. Stop putting the tip in. Go ahead, Jay. We listen.
All right. So
God damn it.
I think he thinks he reading it. He thinks he reading it.
Jay, you don't know how the internet work, my nigga. You can't read.
He's gonna have to close Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Jay, hold on, Jay. Hold on, Jay. Do you got a
What?
printer nearby? You got to read it on a different device. You can't read it while we don't
Oh,
hear you.
shit. Oh, my bad. I didn't know you could.
Hold on.
Okay.
Jay.
All right. So let me give him a roundabout.
Real quick. How old are you?
I'm 43.
God damn it.
What's all the excitement about it? I'm lost.
All right, go ahead.
Literacy is at an all-time low.
Oh my God. You know what, Jay? You be probably thinking all that AI shit real too, huh?
I don't live on the internet.
There you go. That's a good. Yep. Okay.
I'm just here on my downtime. That's all.
Got you. Okay.
All right,
Now we know.
So the article is talking about how 80% of Black women are having children by 18% of Black men. Right?
That is so not true.
It's on the census. So you want
It's not. It's not on the census. It's on blackstatistics.com.
right here.
Got you.
I have
It's
the
on-
census link right here.
Okay. Jay, before we get into this, because we do this all the time, just ask yourself one simple question. If that is the case, wouldn't that make the vast majority of Black people cousins?
Hey, we probably are. Shit, I don't know.
Oh, this nigga.
Wow.
Shit, I
God
don't know.
help us. A literacy in math.
I done ran into cousins 5 states away, bro.
Literacy and the math is crazy, my nigga.
Listen, here's the thing. If that's the case, then 47% of Black men wouldn't have children if it's only 18%.
More than 40% of
Honestly,
Black men got children.
I think we need a Schoolhouse Rock for statistics because that's insane.
52% of Black men are unmarried without children.
Yeah, that's not true.
How is that
What
not
age?
true? It's on the census.
I got you. Okay.
It's not on the census.
It's no. That
got the
is. So we
census
did it.
link
We did
right
it before.
here.
No, we did it. What age? What age do they consider a Black man? Where does it start?
18 and higher.
No, it don't. It starts at 15.
Let me see.
Starts at 15. Look.
Help him.
It starts from
Help
20.
him.
Actually, it starts from 20. I was wrong.
Help
It starts
him.
from 20.
No, it doesn't.
That's what I'm
20.
looking at. It gives
20.
a breakdown. It gives a breakdown. I'm telling you what I'm looking at right now.
All right. Y'all got it. I'm done. I ain't about to say nothing for a minute. Y'all got it.
I mean,
My nerves is bad.
it correlates with what I see in the world too. I see a lot of women
How you know
messing
who
with
kids
the
is
same guy. You got guys with 7, 8 different baby mamas. I just don't understand for the life of me how a man who already
How many of your friends? How many
kids?
How many of your friends? Oh no, wait. How many, Jake? How many of your friends got 7 baby mamas?
I actually got a homeboy that's got 8 baby mamas.
Okay, so you got one friend that got 8 baby mamas. Steve, how many of your friends got 7 or 8 baby mamas?
I know a lot of.
I don't have any friends that got 7 baby
mamas.
Okay, hold on, wait, brother. Goddamn, I'm asking other people. Kay, how many men do you know, or male friends, cousins, even got 7 or 8 baby mamas?
Shit. I don't know none.
You don't know none, Jake? Okay.
No, I swear to God, I don't know nobody like that. Even my brother, he only got 2 baby mamas.
Only 2. Okay, that's a low number.
But most of the people that I know that I went to school with, they having babies with the same girl. Like they have 4 kids with that girl. And the other dude, he got 5 kids with that girl that he was, they high school sweethearts. So most of the people I know, they procreated with that one person, but I don't know nobody. I swear on my kids, I don't know nobody who got that many baby mamas.
Miss Muneka, how many men do you know that have 7 or 8 baby mamas?
I don't know any. It sounds like his bubble I don't know any that have more than.
Because he's saying he see him. He's saying he see him outside all the time. So I'm trying to figure out where the fuck this nigga.
Honestly, I think that's just
me personally. The most baby mamas. Hold on, wait. Me personally, the most baby mamas I know of the men in my friend group is 2. In my friend group, 2. In my family, no, I got a cousin that got. Shit. I got a cousin that got. He might have 4 baby mamas, I think. So I got one cousin on either side of my family that got more than 2 baby mamas, but pretty much everybody. And here's the thing: the women got 2 baby daddies too. Like it's funny. Like I know just as many women that got 2 baby daddies as I know men that got 2 baby mamas. Like pretty much everybody got 1 or 2 baby mamas and 2 baby daddies for the most part. I got a couple uncles that was married for 30 years and all that type of shit. But my daddy only had me. But my uncle, his brother, had 5 kids with 3 women. 5 kids with 4 women. My uncle Kent got one wife, been with her for fucking damn near 50 years. And my aunt Denise, 2 baby mamas, 2 baby daddies. My mama, 2 baby daddies. My brother got 2 baby mamas. His ex got 2 baby daddies. Like everybody got 2, pretty much like 2. It's like 2. Like
the
at the
average
most.
is 2. They ain't a quick front.
Like 2.
The average is 2. Every
like
other hood in America might have one dude with multiple baby mamas like that, and it's a proximity thing. And they typically come from a place with a population of 5,000. Like, let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, in my hood.
I'm not even gonna lie. And you
I didn't ask you, BPG. I didn't ask you.
I knew you weren't gonna ask.
I didn't do that on purpose.
I know a nigga with, he got 4 baby mamas, but he got 13 kids. Do that count?
That's different. No,
okay.
That don't count. It's the amount of baby mamas.
Because I got my cousins on my mama's side. Definitely got a whole lot of kids.
Of course, you can't take care of 13 kids, Jay. It's impossible. It is.
That's not true.
Nick Cannon got more money than everybody up here combined. Nick Cannon cannot take care of his kids, Jay. I promise you. Nick Cannon cannot take care of his kids.
And Jay,
he don't know their names. Hold on. He don't know their names, Jay.
He didn't know their names. None of them.
Jay, he didn't know their names. That's how I know he can. You can't take care of 12, 13 kids, my nigga. This shit is impossible.
And Pub, he said when they did that interview and he couldn't remember the names, that's when he reached out to a therapist and actually started to unpack. And he said that having all those kids was a result of his trauma.
That dummy, nigga.
And he got teenage kids. Like, and that's the sad part. It's like it takes men are so like, I don't want to say slow because I don't mean slow.
I know what you mean, yeah.
You know what I mean?
We learn slow. Yeah, it takes us
legit
a long time to learn.
behind.
Yes.
I mean, like if you're in a foot race, they are walking while women are running. Like quite literally.
Sprinting. Women are like full on sprinting.
And to me, it's very sad. Like because it leaves society in a space where now you have these men who really are unfit for leadership. They are unfit for being able to be in relationships.
Niggas can't take care of one kid, BPG.
That's my point, though. Like when you talk about even the idea of a man being able to spread himself thin enough to care for 13 children, you have to know that is so mentally that is exhausting, physically that is exhausting. Even if financially you could figure it out, like it's too taxing.
Okay, I just want better. Y'all heard how Jay just said that with his chest. Talking about that don't mean that when one purse your lady bought had you borrowing rent money, and you think somebody can take care of 13 kids, sir?
Crazy.
Now come on, you couldn't do it. And you and your old lady.
Hey, your girl will put y'all in the motherfucking poorhouse.
Don't put me in that boat. I take care of all of my children.
That man said, you bought socks this week?
How many kids you got, Jay? How many baby mamas you got?
I have one baby mama with 4 children, and then my girlfriend has 3 kids that are mine now. So yeah,
that's 2 baby mamas, sir.
No, because none of him he's not biologically, so I'm gonna give him that. He takes care of them, but
ready-made families.
Yeah, I give him the ready-mades. That's cool. It's different, right? Just add water, like Sugar Free did say. But yeah, no, I feel you though. Okay. How many baby daddies your baby mama got? I mean, not baby mama, your current girl. How many baby daddies she got? Them all with the same man?
No.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
Looking at that apple falling from that tree.
Ah, shit.
Here's the thing. This is the majority of what it is. And they have so much negative to say when they are the thing they despise.
It's always
they
them.
are the thing that they despise. How do you
It's
despise
always
what you
them.
are?
It's always them.
Y'all are killing
Always
it.
shocked.
Dissonance of like, well, I'm a man, it don't matter. No, you're a
The
human.
call be coming from the wig office, y'all. The call be coming from inside the wig office. The nigga be in there calling us.
You ain't lying. You ain't
Hey,
lying.
man.
It's
lying.
It's
I don't even
amazing.
it's not exclusively.
You ain't lying.
It's literally amazing.
It's
how
not
every single
exclusively-
time it's them. I'm like, damn, nigga, y'all was at you every single time. You know what it be? Y'all remember watching Scooby Doo? Nigga, every single time when you take off the see that nigga, it be Jay under the mask. And I would have got away with it too.
I
The kids with
for you, meddling kids.
I don't think people realize how much information they give away about themselves when they talk about subjects that they are like passionate about or things that relate to their lives. Like if you listen to somebody close enough, they'll tell you exactly.
They'll tell you the whole story. They'll tell you the whole story. From beginning to
Everything.
end. From beginning to end. We done figured out. And you know what be funny? Miss, when you clock them there and go, nah, see, there y'all go lying. Because we really can't 100% confirm it, right? So they fall back on that. Like you don't really, nigga, we know. We know.
And you know where else it,
But listen,
you know where else it happens?
Experts on what they're experiencing, right? You can really only be a subject matter expert on your neck of the woods for real, because you're able to speak about it in a definitive, it's not prescriptive, and it's also experiential. So you can only be a subject matter expert on the things of life because you operate in that realm. It's not because you read books or you read statistics. It's your life.
I know 10 niggas with 7 baby mamas.
Right.
How many people, first of all, how many people you know that got more? How many people you know? Jay got more than 3 kids, but how many people do you know that have more than 3 kids? Like
Not
that in and of
most,
itself
especially
is
now,
rare.
right?
Me, I got 4 kids by 1 baby mama.
Honestly,
No.
Having more than 2 children ended for real
It's
on average
crazy.
in the 80s. That stopped in the 80s.
Crazy. Like more than 2 kids in 2025 in the last generation. So you talking about Gen Xers, millennials having babies. Nigga, 2 kids max. It's 2 kids max, my nigga. Right now it's like 1.8 kids.
Because then it'll be 1. The more
It's one.
educated people are,
The more educated, they're not having babies. They're not having kids.
So
it's
even
1
fewer.
kid. Like, come on, man. Y'all just the shit y'all be saying. I be sitting there going, how everybody got 7 kids when the birth rate is in the fucking dumpster? The birth rate is in the dirt, nigga. Every week they write an article about how the birth rate is lower than it's ever been. And I'm sitting there like, okay. Then I look up and this nigga talking about every black man got 7 baby moms. Nigga, what? But we I can't. It's so anti-black. Hold on, wait, real quick. Speaker, hold on, real quick. I got to clock something too. Also, Jay, I want you to understand how anti-black that trope is. You saying that black women are having babies with the same black man, and we really are Pookies and Ray Rays, right? You not understand.
All I stated is what the stats say, bro.
Nah, man.
How do we say that, and then we also in the same breath say that black women are the most unaliving of their children? It can't go
the same. Speak on that too. At the same time.
If we are at alarming rates unaliving our children, right? How is it that we're having the most children also?
With the most random niggas.
Who said? Where are y'all coming up with this? Nobody's saying nothing about it. Y'all keep moving the goalposts.
Hold on, because two
We're
things
moving
can be
the
true
goalposts?
at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time. For one, Jay, you're gonna have to go talk to that lady about them issues that you got going on with yourself. That's what that is. That's a little bit of projection. But
I don't
also,
have any issues.
found
I
that
have no
I
issues.
found that
Y'all making jokes about
this is an
We
issue.
all got
This is an
issues.
issue right now.
We all got issues, but yours is a little bit bigger than ours, right?
I don't have any
They
issues.
are a
My
little
life
bit
is
deeper.
great.
But you know what I have noticed, because I know why I'm being silenced right now, because if I share my anecdotal experience of my 100 million cousins, then it feels like it's gonna prove Jay's point. Okay,
It will.
it
But you
won't.
from Detroit, but you from Detroit though.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with no Detroit. I just so happen to have cousins who just procreate real fast. That's all that is. That's all that is. But in that same token, like, to me, it's a very close encounter case study of like how these things work, especially with men. When men surround themselves with men who are a specific type of stereotype, they think that that applies with everybody. And if I'm honest, I ain't even gonna lie, I deeply, deeply love my family, but that's also the case. When you come from a huge family where there's a habit of you having uncles who have 10, 12 kids, you think that that's okay as well. You think that that's fine because truthfully, what do men lose by having them many kids? What do they lose by having? What do they lose by having two kids? What do they lose by having one kid? They don't have to. Honestly, they don't have to participate in the same way that a woman would. A woman is not likely to be having all of these, baby daddies every which way because of the fact that she loses. She loses so much time, so much money. She loses so much education. It will haunt her life to be involved with that many people at a given time, and that's part of the reason why that whole statistical data about this small number of men impregnating all these women is not true also, because that, like you said, the more educated a woman is, the less likely she is to be involved with these kind of men. And granted, these men can find some women somewhere that are willing to to participate, but for the most part they not. That's why the birth rate is declining. Now when they find one, they definitely latch on. They for sure don't have no problem with finding some, but the thing is like two things definitely can exist at the same time. And the men who are mistreating women, the men who are impregnating masses of women, the men who are doing these very dastardly deeds are hanging around each other, and they think that the data supports what they saying because that's all the niggas that they around.
Right. Thank you.
He not even around them niggas though. That's the
He
craziest
just said
part.
he had a homeboy
I
that
know.
had 8 kids or something.
Come on, he gon' they gonna always conveniently know a nigga. They gonna always know a nigga that
But
do
that's
that. Hold
what
on,
I'm
wait.
saying. It's reflective
But
of your
it's
reality.
proximity. It's
Right.
proximity, which is why I'm saying what I'm saying too, right? And they're typically in smaller towns. This is not the case in more major cities, guys. This proximity
That is essentially
it is concentrated.
I think
Hold
it's
on, wait,
the
y'all.
basis
Wait.
of the whole.
Hold on, wait. Let me read this real quick. Elsa said that the hypocrisy is wild. She put 2 on that boy Jay head, man. Yeah, okay, go ahead, miss.
I was just gonna say it's the basis for the whole red pill thing. You got a whole bunch of men living in their isolated bubbles, letting the shit show around them form their worldview and assume that it's everything everywhere is exactly the way that it is in their life with their friends in their neighborhood on their block. And you have all of these negative reinforcements that this is just the norm and this is the reality and this is everywhere, when it's just a whole bunch of people in isolated areas that are that are creating this false worldview.
You guys have all the negative.
And
But Jay,
I didn't say anything negative.
But Jay, hold on, Jay. When you read stats, right? When you read stats, like I'm just curious. When you read stats, do you use your own discernment when you read stats? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you actually process what you're reading, or do you just read them and you accept it? Because the reason why I'm asking is
I definitely process it, but that's why I'm asking you. Earlier, hold on. Just like earlier, you gave some stats on why you think women are better financially than men. You gave stats on that. I can say the same thing. How do you know that stat is true?
What group study?
Great.
Was it a small
Great.
group study? Was it a big?
Great. No.
There's a lot
Great.
that goes
Great.
into
No.
it.
Great question. Great question. The reason why I believe it is because it logically makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying beyond the. I looked, when I read it, I looked at who they tested, who they asked, because usually they ask people. These are like polls, pretty much. I looked at all of that. I looked at how they did the study, how they conducted it, right? And I believe and I like how they did it. But also, it logically makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It tracks it like when me and Steve were talking, when Steve was like, who is most likely, he said that men are most likely to abuse women financially in a relationship. He's right. That's also statistically proven. So it would make sense that men would also be the same people that would be most likely to abuse a woman after the relationship, right? So if us, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm reading a study that says actually women are more likely to do that, with all the logic and all the other information, it would fly in the face of that. And I would then have to question that stat or that fact or whatever you want to say, right? So the stat that you gave, the 15 or 20% of Black men are impregnating 80% of Black women. The first question I ask you is, then wouldn't that make us pretty much all first or second cousins? And then you say, oh, well, I'll run into one of my cousins everywhere. Nigga, please. My nigga, mathematically, that don't make sense. Mathematically, I don't need nothing. I need nothing else. I don't need anything else. That mathematically does not make sense. That's all I'm saying. I don't even need, there is nothing more I need to read beyond that. If that's the stat thing, I'm done with the study. I'm throwing it out instantly. Instantly I reject it because I know that that's not true. You see what I'm saying? So if it don't make sense, it don't make sense, my nigga.
So you're making a choice to whether or not you want to believe a stat or not. That's all that you're doing.
Yes.
And you're basing it on your logic, which is based on your life experience. Your logic is based on your life experience.
Not based on my life experience, based on the mathematical possibility or lack thereof.
Well,
that's what I'm basing it on.
Possibility for 80% of women to be sleeping with 18% of men. It didn't say that it happened.
It doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
It does.
Okay. Okay. Hold on, wait, y'all. I'm just trying to figure this out mathematically. What is 80% of Black women? Like, put a number on it if you had to guess. What number do you think that is? How many millions of Black women is that?
I don't know. But it's a high number, but I don't know it.
It's a high number. Okay, let's say, for argument's sake right here, it's about 15 million. Right? Let's say it's 15 million, just for argument's sake right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 18% of Black men. What do you think 18% of Black men make up? Like, what is the number? What would you have to say?
I mean, if you're going to say 15 million is 80% of women, then 18% of men would probably be 3 million, something like that.
Okay. So you think, I ain't even did the math. So you think 3 million men not only are sleeping with 15 million women, you think 3 million men are impregnating 15 fucking million women, bro? Come on, dog. That shit don't make sense, my nigga. You know how much time that takes? 80% is including married women, fucking women in relationships, engaged, like really all the women that are in.
It don't take a whole lot of time, bro. A man can get a woman pregnant every day. A man gets several women pregnant every day.
Jay, are the majority of Black women in committed relationships or not? If you had to guess.
Well, I think the majority of Black women think they're in a committed relationship.
Why? Because Black men are dogs? Another fucking anti-Black trope about Black men.
I didn't say Black men are dogs. See, there you go, put words in my mouth.
Hold on. Nope.
You put words in my mouth.
Jay, I'm not stupid. That's the inference. Here's what I'm saying. We don't need white men to come and say and be anti. We don't need racist white men. Jay'll do it. He'll pick it up. Dun. We got anti-black nigga. We got anti-black Jay. Don't worry about it. He gonna pick up the mantle. He gonna tell you that most black men are pookies and fucking ray-rays, and they be cheating on their women, which, by the way, so
you're gonna say most black men are fake. Is that what you're gonna say?
Oh, you wearing the cape real good, Jay. It's not looking good for you.
Damn, cuz, this crazy.
A few minutes ago when I said that lady started taking all your money because it's like taking all your money here doing this stuff you ain't had no business. You said no. The men don't be doing it. That's not the case.
We're not talking about me. We're talking about most black. Okay, well let's hold on. You want to do numbers? I'm good with numbers.
Most black men.
Okay, the women on this panel. The women on this panel. How many women on this panel have been cheated on by a black man?
Not the one I'm with.
You know what's about to be bad about this?
It ain't got to be the one you with. How many women on this panel have been cheated on by a black man?
Wait, Jay. This is what's about to be bad about this because they not about to defend black men here. they not. They're gonna tell you
they never do. They never do.
But
answer the question.
They never
answer
do.
The question.
Nigga, you the. Hey, cuz.
Answer the question.
It's too much, bro. It's too much. I'm not even fighting with you. That's the craziest thing. I'm really not even fighting with you. I'm just making the point that it be your own people, my nigga. That's all I'm saying. It be your own people. Like, they be, look, this is what I want to tell y'all. Y'all be up here coming after me all the time. The men's coming here all the time and talk about how much I hate black men and how much, and I swear to God, y'all, if ever, I almost, to my knowledge, I don't never say nothing anti-black about any black people, black women or black men. But somehow, some way, a nigga like Jay could come up here and say, shit, all black men is dogs.
I never said all black men.
Meanwhile, he howling at the moon.
Hey, Paul.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Black men are dogs.
That's all what that was said earlier.
But still, y'all still didn't answer my question. How many women on this panel have been cheated on by a black man?
Probably all of them.
So, with that being an absolute number, 9 times out of 10, if you're in a relationship with a man, not just black men, because it ain't just black men that cheat. 9 times out of 10, if you're in a relationship with a man, if he has the ability to cheat, he's most likely going to cheat.
Bullshit. I call bullshit.
So it is all men.
It is all men.
It's all men.
Clip it up, y'all. Clip it up. We finally. Hey, and here's he been arguing so hard.
It ain't just a black thing.
Hold on, Jay. I want to point out, and this is what I be saying about y'all logic. So if black men are so unscrupulous that they are willing, that you're saying that they're willing to cheat on it, and they most men cheaters, then explain how this is true, trustworthy. Is that not a part about being trustworthy, sir? Exactly, Kim. When I say hold on, wait, Jay, hold on. When I say it, I'm pandering. When I say it, I'm lying to these women, I'm leading them astray. But when Jay say it, it's a matter of fact. I ain't even arguing with this nigga. That's the funniest thing. I'm in agreement. Fuck it. I ain't gonna say all black men because I don't speak in extremes. But most black men, yes, cheat or cheaters have cheated. One of the three, whatever you want to say, right? Cool. Yep, I agree with you. That means most men are fucking untrustworthy. And if you would cheat, you would beat. If you would beat, you would steal. If you would steal, you know the rest, my nigga. So what the fuck are you even arguing about? And you've been up here arguing this shit the whole time, and you yourself just admitted that most black men and most men in general are untrustworthy.
Don't mean you gonna steal. Don't mean you gonna beat. That's wild.
You have no integrity. Integrity is what you do when people aren't watching. And if you don't have enough integrity to be disciplined and not cheat on your wife, you don't have enough integrity not to lie. You don't have enough integrity to give them people the rest of their fucking chain. Like, let's be for real. It's a slippery slope, and y'all know that.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to figure this out. Look, listen to what I'm saying, Jay. Me personally, right? This is me. I'm personalizing for myself. I don't think my wife has ever. I've never called my wife in a lie. My wife has never lied to me in my whole entire life. You know what? She lies. One time, she be telling me when we be going to places, I'll be like, "What time we supposed to be there?" And we supposed to be there at 8. She'll tell me we supposed to be there at 7:30 because she know I got ADHD and I'll run it to the last minute, right? So she done told me some of them type of lies. I ain't gonna hold you, but my wife has never told me a lie to like deceive me, to like, you know what I'm saying, like to get away with something, you know what I mean, to hurt me or anything like that, right? Cool, that's it. With that said, from that, because my wife has never lied to me, I trust her with my life and with the life of my children. Like that goal, that with the money, with I trust her. From that, I know, and she's really smart too. But I'm saying a part of it, a huge part of the reason why I trust her with our finances, and a huge part of the reason why I don't even know she got the savings account set up. I don't even know if I'm on that motherfucker. I don't care. That woman would never she would never harm me like that. After 18 years, I'll put my life on that shit. And I do. My proof is in the pudding. Because that's how my life is set up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because of how trustworthy my wife is in every facet. It is all connected. Why are you acting like they are separate? If a man is willing to cheat, he is willing to beat. If a man is willing to beat, he is willing to steal the money out of the fucking account. If a man is willing to steal, he is willing to kill. That's all I'm saying. If it starts with a goddamn lie, though, Jay, and use a motherfucking lie. That's all I'm trying to tell you. You don't know an honest killer, nigga. You don't know an honest thief. The fuck? This shit don't make sense. That's an oxymoron. That's all I'm trying to say. This shit don't add up. And y'all up here fighting tooth and nail, and come to find out, you hate niggas more than I do. Ain't that some shit?
I don't know how you come to that conclusion. I love
You don't know how? You have no idea how I came to that conclusion. Oh, okay. Okay.
But here's the thing. We've heard it said that how you do most things is how you do all things. Psychology says follow the money, right? So if he will be like, if he will commit financial fidelity, it's only so long before he commits physical fidelity. Like everyone knows that one begets the other, right? So in basic logic, that's how it is. However you do most things is how you do all things.
Hold on, speaker. I got a question for you because I know you would know this. Okay, when you work for the county, like certain jobs in the county, do they run your credit?
No, background check though.
Background check. Well, I think with the police they do.
Credit is law enforcement.
Hospitals do.
Okay. I was gonna say
law enforcement and hospitals.
Cool. They check your credit. Why do they check your credit?
Because how you treat your money is how you will treat your job. And how you treat your job will be how you treat the people. And how you treat the people is how you will treat the company. And how you treat the company will be how you move in your life. One begets the other. That's my point.
Really, to see how you are about paying your bills.
It's integrity, like you said. It goes back to and integrity is directly linked to how you move when no one's looking. You got to be a raw kind of man if you're going to cheat and flirt in front of your woman. Typically, you're not going to do it in her face.
Yep.
Right? So that's the thing. One begets the other. And men tend to feel like they got good at it because they cheated a few times and didn't get caught yet.
Men be trying to compartmentalize the lie. I'm like, nigga, you's a liar.
Yep.
you been lying about everything. That's what I be saying about men. Like, when you think about, like, in the beginning, this is what I be saying about men. When you think about men, how we function in the beginning of the relationship, right? This is why I start, y'all done heard me start with this all the time. I'll be like, who is most likely to lie to get, you know what I'm saying, to gain access, to the other party? Unequivocally, men will say men. They'll say men, right? Like even the weirdest men will, they'll try it, but usually they'll be like, no, men, yeah, we run game, men. Okay, cool. So make it make sense, my nigga. So make it make sense.
I don't think he realized it when he said it, but he just proved that he thinks that most men are opportunistic, basically.
Yes, no, that's what I was saying. The nigga literally said it out his own mouth. I'm like, yeah, men will cheat based on the options they have. Oh, you mean like opportunists, right? Okay. So if you would do that, you would steal the money, my nigga. And you know that, as a human being. If you don't know that, you're a dummy, and you don't know how to vet people. All that vetting shit y'all be talking, you don't know how to vet people. You're a dumbass. If you think why, I don't trust no nigga that would cheat on his wife. I don't trust that nigga. You cheating on a person. The person that be giving you coochie, cooking for you, letting you be the big spoon, the little spoon, seeing your dirty drawers and wash them and ain't said nothing about, like, if you would cheat on her, I don't stand a chance, my nigga. I don't stand a chance. I don't stand a chance.
What that says about...
No, I was saying David Banner said that in a... Oh, yeah, David Banner said that in the interview. He said he don't work with producers and stuff that are cheaters. Like, if they're serial cheaters, he's like...
He don't work with nobody. He don't work with nobody then.
Yeah, he said he won't work with them. Because he said if your old lady can't trust you, then how can I trust you? Like, as far as, management and people who are overseeing the project, I can understand that.
Who you won't work with, nigga? They all them niggas are cheaters. Dream is a cheater. Fucking JD is a cheater. Dr. Dre is a cheater. I don't know if DJ Quick a cheater because he ain't married, but I'm pretty sure he is or was. And I love Quick. I ain't gonna hold you. Timberland is a cheater. Nigga, like, all the niggas is cheaters, bro. All the niggas is cheaters. Fucking, what's the nigga, Metro Boomin? I don't trust none of them niggas. That's why David Banner his own producer, I guess, because he was like, shit, I can't work with none of these niggas. And I don't blame him.
Real quick, and I'm gonna get up.
Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead, brother.
I don't know how people can say that you're against black men, because you definitely wasn't against me. There were some things I was gonna say, and you stopped me and said, "Bro, hold on, let me keep you from going down that rabbit hole." So, as a black man to a black man, I respect you and I thank you, and I thank you for allowing me to have the time in your life. And ladies, I appreciate all the input. It does not go unnoticed, and I'm definitely one of those people who listen and absorb, because we need to absorb and we need to get better. We need to be better tomorrow than we are today.
Man, look at us, man. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, Steve. We had two dubs today, by the way. We had two dubs, man. A W is a W is a W. We had two. Let me read this from Blair. Blair said, nigga like Jay probably hate Bonnie Blue, but paints black men as being Bonnie Blue. Every black man just a corn star, according to this nigga Jay. Like, we just impreg. Hey, nigga, 20% of black men impregnating 80% of black women is one of the most diabolical stats I have ever heard in my life. It is crazy. It's the same dumbass stat of the 1% of men is abusing, responsible for 60% of the nigga. Please stop. Please stop. That's not
diabolical.
Possible,
that's like the incel Bible kind of shit. Because who actually believes something like that?
A dummy, a fool, a dummy and a fool. Talking about, I know. Look, I gotta end it on this, y'all. This is why I wouldn't trust Jay to give me financial advice for 1 second. Nigga, you don't know how to vet. You don't even understand. And I don't mean this like how these niggas on the internet. You don't know how to vet information, people, nothing. Why would I trust you? That means you don't know how to vet stocks, nigga. You don't know how to vet investments. You just putting your money any fucking way. Just putting your money any old place, nigga. The same way you said these niggas be putting their dicks any old place. You putting your money anywhere. If you put your dick anywhere, you putting your money anywhere. Hey, somebody said it too. The nigga can't read, man. At the end of the day, hey, I appreciate y'all coming up. I gotta get on up out of here. I gotta slide to the left. Man. We did it, y'all. Great live. I had a great time. Damn, I got music on here. That's crazy. Okay. They got some soft jazz for us, they said. Hey, shout out to the Tapper Shappers and Super Chatters, man. Shout out to the best minds in the business. Shout out to the old subs and the new subs, everybody, man. One love, one thug. Everybody that joined the panel, all the panelists, appreciate y'all. Everybody that was in the queue, I saw y'all. I couldn't get to y'all. You know, the conversation be going where it's going. I got y'all next time, hopefully. Yeah, man, haters come back tomorrow. You know what it is. We need our stickers. I don't know how to make them come back. I'll try to figure it out again tonight. I did it. It asked me to submit it. I submitted it. It didn't, and they still ain't showed up. So I'll try to figure that out. I appreciate y'all for real though.